Mike Storey, and as usual, Thursday night slot. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
He's upset at Drake May because fantasy. We need to win, and he only got us, 19? It's okay.
I didn't even check.
It's like 19.
Well, I'm also upset with the Patriots defense. That was a less than stellar performance from a defense where most people had in the top 3 this week.
Well, how could you not at home against that team Thursday night? Is that a different room you're in, Story, or is that a different angle?
Same room, different angle. My wife was less than thrilled about going on the other night, so it's still over here, but she switched to the computer.
So different angle, right? It looks bigger in that angle, Story, so keep that angle, baby.
It's a fairly sized room. You got the better. Don't even worry about it. It's fine.
You said that you're hot, and it's because you're wearing a fucking hoodie.
You know what? It's I just opened the window, so I got the Bears thing on. So you say I'm a Bears fan.
I got a quick story time with Rob for you. So I had a buddy back in the day that was like real skinny and like insecure about how skinny he was. He's a guy. And he used to wear he'd wear, you know how back in the 90s, people would wear like a short sleeve shirt and then a long sleeve shirt and then a short sleeve over it, or at least like a long sleeve under a short sleeve. He would go short sleeve, long sleeve, and then short sleeve and like a flannel and like a jacket. So dude, it was like 5 layers, bro. And he'd come over to my house. He'd be like, it's fucking hot in here. I'm like, bro, okay, hold on. Every time I go over this, I'm like, let's look at what you're wearing. 5 layers. I'm like, you wearing long johns too? Fuck, man.
People were self-conscious about being skinny? Usually people, it's the opposite.
Well, for a guy, being overly skinny is not good. We're talking like 120 pounds. You know, we're at 19 years old. Anyway, J-Bob says, please shit on Nuss and give thoughts on the new LSU quarterback.
Nussmeier's been sucking all year, man. He was touted to be a pretty solid option coming in, probably a top, 45 pick in the NFL draft. But dude threw for, I guess it's Alabama's defense, but he threw for like 120 yards this past weekend. The other problem was, you can blame the coaching staff. You heard about the whole Chip Kelly thing, obviously, but they kept rotating in Michael Van Buren, who's the next guy. And I think he's going to be good, but it'd be like Nussmeier for 4 plays and then Van Buren, and then Nussmeier for 2 plays and then Van Buren. Like, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. You can't have this rotation. Like, nobody's going to get in a rhythm. So Van Buren, I don't think he's going to be there next year, to be frank. Like, he'll probably transfer somewhere. I would guess like a Tulane or someone of that caliber.
Craft Creations. This has to be Brian McCrusoff because not many people know the story I just told, and he named names like the you got me blacklisted at Hop Sings. He named names. He named it. What up, McCrusoff? I know that's as you. That's pretty funny. J-Bob, how many beer chugs were there last night? Only 3, but Chaz did all 3, and he's also a very skinny individual, probably weighing about 130 pounds. He's 21. Yet he's in college, so you think he'd have a tolerance, but he doesn't drink much. So he got fucking tipsy, bro, and he took forever. My chugs are like 3 seconds, I was done. I was like sitting here. I could have like made a sandwich, and he finishes. He's like, I almost got you, bro. I'm like, yeah, keep practicing. Ray might be able to get me. Ray might be the only one that I would not bet in a beer chug in the world.
So what about like a shotgunning beers? Like,
I don't do that because I chug them so quick. That's lame. Okay. That's lame. I can just chug them. Like, it's messy. You can cut your lip. Then people think you have herpes. Like, I'm not. Fuck that, bro. I'm done. All right, let's talk about this game, Story. Let's talk about this game. Let's get our 2 big things for the game. What do you got for me, Story?
So I think we can agree that you can't put the genie back in the bottle when it comes to Trevion Henderson, but I'm not convinced that this isn't going to be a very down the middle split when Ramondre Stevenson comes back. Stevenson was practicing earlier this week. It was a short week. That's why I think he didn't play, but still running at a pretty inefficient clip, 3.3 yards per carry for Trevion Henderson. So would it surprise you to see Vrabel go back to a committee? I mean, D'Ernest Johnson got some carries in this game. I think that he's going to be a very good fantasy asset, but he's going to be playable, but I don't think he's going to be getting 19 rush attempts per game.
let's assume that J.K. Dobbins misses 2 or 3 games. Let's say he doesn't land an IR, misses 2 games. Harvey has similar production and snap share to what we see from Henderson. Who is more likely to regain their role as a starter? Is it Stevenson or is it J.K. Dobbins?
I think it's J.K. Dobbins. Sean Payton is incredibly stubborn.
Yeah, well, you hate Sean Payton, bro.
I do. There's some things that you say I hate that I'll defend. I do hate Sean Payton.
I don't like looking at him either. It's gross.
Yeah.
Well, my thing, it's gonna tie into the intro, and I can't wait to show J-Bob this intro, or Jason this intro, because he'll get it immediately. You'll love it as well. Aaron Glenn is awful. Like he needs to be fired. Everything about him, his demeanor. You see that halftime interview coming out of the half? Like, dude, he is brain dead. He is, like you never go full R word. He's full R word, bro. That's just the bottom line. His time management's awful. He runs the ball at the wrong time. He passes the ball at the wrong time. Like their offensive coordinator, like they're not rolling Justin Fields out. They refuse to do it. They did have a couple design runs for him, but like you saw the first series, they went down. Justin Fields had 6 carries. Like, not to mention they have 0 pass catchers. So like Justin Fields, bad passer, bad. He's bad at evaluating coverage, right? He's just bad at seeing the field. No, not good at pre-snap reads. Like everything's bad there. What he can do is run and at least extend the play. And they don't even allow him to do that because in the pocket, there's guys swarming him. Like, dude, and also Adonai Mitchell. I texted you during the game. I was like, is he on heroin? Because, dude, like a couple plays, I didn't think, like I was like, there's no way that got to him. Not even the deep ball, the one in the red zone kind of where he was running that crosser. And it was like a bullet pass from Fields. Dude, it like went through his hand. It didn't even touch his hands, and his hands were this far apart. Like, yeah, dude, the dude is like, he looks real explosive though, right? Like he is that dude.
Why did they keep going back to him after the second drop? Like that's
because he's open. He's always open. Adonai Mitchell always open.
You got to make a better decision. You got to make a better decision. Let him be a decoy then, and take some coverage away. Because if you can't catch the ball, like they're stalling drives. Like the Jets are, it's complete trash there. And Dan Campbell every day is getting smarter and smarter, right? So Aaron Glenn spent 4 years as the defensive coordinator there in Detroit, and this defense doesn't look very good. And clearly, he can't run an offense for anything. So, is Dan Campbell like the smartest guy in the NFL?
He doesn't act like it, but that's a facade apparently. And it's just, I got a new nickname for Adonai Mitchell. Can we call him Denny's? Because he's always open. Denny's is always open, but you're going to go there and get shit food. Like Adonai Mitchell's always open, but if you throw to him, you're going to get shit results. And like it seems appealing, right? Denny seems appealing. It's $7 for the Grand Slam or whatever, and then you just get your eggs, and they're fucking terrible.
Well, I'm never going to Denny's again. But
I actually like Denny's, so I shouldn't be ripping on Denny's. I love Denny's, bro.
Who was the guy during one of the what do you call it? What's the NFL films they do in the off season? Talking about where they film training camp on HBO. What the hell's the name of that program?
Oh, Hard Knocks.
Who's the guy on Hard Knocks? They called 7-Eleven because he was always open.
Oh, it might have been Adonai Mitchell.
It wasn't Adonai.
At least 7-Eleven's necessary, right? Like you get like gas and you get like, like old hot dogs, Slim Jims, cigarettes, dip, if you will. All right. While you look this up, what do you got? I'm going to play the intro. I'm going to hit you guys with the intro because this is an Aaron Glenn-centric intro. The earliest intro I've ever played. Usually it's like 30 minutes into the show, but I'm real excited about this one, and it's not PC. That's for Jason, who is he says top 5 movie of all time, Tropic Thunder. I like the movie. I disagree, top 5, but I know he would love that because Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
Like the parts with the other guys, making the movies, the Jack Black shit, like that is like the best part of the movie, if you ask me. The first half of that movie is unreal, and then it kind of goes downhill. Except for Tom Cruise.
Hilarious. I do love that movie. I think the movie's hilarious. It's not top 5, but it's a hilarious movie.
Oh, Mark Mack just says Justin Fields 45 fumbles in his career is crazy. And you saw the stat, he's leading every player in fumbles, and he hasn't even played like every game because he's been hurt a couple times. He was benched by the Steelers. Like
benched for the Steelers, yeah.
I love Justin Fields, but I will say that story. We are 6-1 on the year because I added Justin Fields to the show tonight for the Thursday night props. We're 6-1 on Justin Fields rushing prop bets this year.
That's just freaky.
They're setting the line at 32 yards, bro. Like, what the hell is that?
How pissed are you for adding Drake May to that parlay?
Pretty pissed because the other one I did Drake May first touchdown score, and I didn't add Drake May's yards because the correlation fucks the odds up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty pissed about it. I should have just done 3 because it would have been to win like 900.
Yeah.
And I will say I did the same thing with my wife. I took Drake May out and I did Justin Fields anytime touchdown score. So she won 250 on a $10 bet. So that kind of softens the blow. But I literally care. I mean, I like the money. I care about giving the information to the people. And we are sitting at a crisp. Let me see where we're at here. 2-0 tonight, 7-2 last week. We're sitting at a crisp 49-26. I mean, so I care about the show, honestly. It's not about the bets because like longevity matters. And this is now 4 years of this shit that it's just like you're making money if you put $100 in these bets all year, you're up like 2,400.
Hell, even if you're not $100 a unit better, like if you're betting $10 for fun, you got lunch for the week, you know?
Right. J Bob, we'll have to breeze through this one just because we could talk about this all day. Top 5. What's up? Comedies. Top 5 comedies of all time.
I was going to ask if it was that comedies or all time movies.
Oh.
I mean,
well, again, Jason's saying top 5 comedy for Tropic Thunder. He's not saying top 5 movie.
Okay, so we'll say J Bob's going for comedies. Then My Cousin Vinny is one of my top 5. That movie I think is hilarious. Man, off the top of my head, that's a little rough. What are yours?
I'll give you a movie like Old School is always in mine.
Oh, Wedding Crashers. Thanks for the reminder. Wedding Crashers.
That's it. Step Brothers is better than Wedding Crashers, bro. For shout.
Step Brothers is probably top 5 also. Step Brothers, Wedding Crashers. Step Brothers is one that's always on in my house all the time. Office Space is probably up there.
We did. I'm just trying to think of the movies we've done on the show, and those are generally my favorites for comedies.
Yeah.
I'm Almost Heroes for me. I know it's a really obscure Chris Farley movie, but like I think that's like my favorite. I love The Burbs. I know it's not 100% a comedy, but big fan of that one. Jason says everyone knows you never go full R word. You don't do it. You just can't do it. You can't do it. It's just not smart. You don't want to do it.
Oh, you know what? Trading Places. That is a top 5 comedy for me. I'm just looking through best comedies, top comedy picks. Yeah, Trading Places. Although, dude, I also love Stripes. I love American Pie 2. American Pie is okay. American Pie 2 is hilarious. School of Rock is pretty good. Yeah, but top 5. There you go.
Yeah, I'll have to make my list another day. You know, we'll do a whole episode on this kind of shit in the winter. We have all winter talk movies, and I'm excited to do so because it's
going to be sad when that time
passion of both. Yeah, but you know what? We're not like other shows, Story. Like I call this a general store of podcasts, like especially fantasy shows, right? Or sports shows. They kind of just stick to their niche. And like that's our niche right now. But like I actually prefer the other things better just because like it's just more entertaining and I can get it's more wild on my end. Not saying I don't love the fantasy shows in this format, but like imagine the live shows with the chat and we're talking top 5 movies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, or a specific movie.
I'm looking forward to football being over. It's going to be here before.
No, I'm not either. It's dude. We're already in week 11. Can you believe we're week 11? Like what the fuck?
I cannot.
Yeah, that's why everyone loves the Super Bowl, you know, and like that's my one of my least favorite days of the year because it's it's like New Year's Eve for the casual partier. Like I don't like the Super Bowl because usually the game's a letdown. For 2, it's the end of football. And like I like the NFC Championship game. I like the wild card weekend. I like week 6. You know what I mean? Give me week 6 where I can win the bets and like play fantasy, and it's always like the allure of what's ahead. But you know, we have the NFL draft coming up in a couple months once the football's over. I do like that one. Sports memes. Matt says Trayvon Henderson going to save my fantasy season. Well, Story is saying to kind of pump your brakes a little bit. I got to ask you this real quick. So you've been very adamant about Bucky Irving not playing in the fantasy season, and now it appears he might play this week.
Yeah,
I said this week, but.
I don't think he's going to play this week, but it looks like I was wrong on quite a few things the last time I was on. I was wrong on Jameis Winston. I was wrong on Bucky Irving. I might be wrong on
your crab legs.
I don't have crab legs
yet. Story said if Jameis Winston starts this week, he will buy crab legs and eat them all on air. So I'm sticking them. And my dad actually texted me because he watches all the streams after the fact the next day, and he's like, "Hope Story got his crab legs."
Listen, I'm going to prepare them nice. I'm going to make them in the Old Bay seasoning. I'm gonna boil them up, then I'm gonna roast them in the broiler. Gonna have ourselves a nice little feast here.
Are you really gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. It's just not like right now. I got to plan ahead for that.
I want to make bets where it's like, dude, if I lose this bet, I'm going to fuck a supermodel. And then like, well, there she goes. Like, I got to do it. I made a bet.
All right.
There.
Sorry, honey.
J-Bob. Traded likely an ETN for Dak and Gatson.
That's a good trade. Depending on who your other quarterback is.
Yeah, and your running back depth. But like Dak we love Dak. We love Dak going forward. I mean, he's been awesome all year. I feel like the best is yet to come for Dak. Would you agree?
Yeah, I do. The defense should be a little better in the second half just with some of the moves they made, but Dak is still going to need to be playing catch up in a lot of games. So, yeah, depending on who you're replacing Dak for, I think it's definitely a good trade. And the nice thing is, you saw the news on Gadsden, right? Full participant. It looked like it was just a bruise, no damage at all to the knee. That's great news.
You know it's totally fine because A, their record, B, the fact they have a bye next week. So like if it was a question at all, they'd sit him out.
Exactly.
And they're not. So I feel like I'm gonna chug a lot of beers tonight because we already have 4 supers. We're 17 minutes of the show. I'm about to do one. He gonna do one. And I started drinking at halftime of the game. I try not to drink before I was drinking to start the game, and I'd have like 9 before the show. So now I'm like having 5 before the show, which is a lot for some people. Chaz would be puking. But
poor Chaz.
You know, yeah, I love you, Chaz. What a guy. He killed it last night. Max said I should have went with my gut and started Hendy instead of Waddle in the flex because who knows what the split would be when Stevenson gets back. I actually told Ray in his other league it was Kyron Williams or Travion, and we were talking about it. I was like, dude, go with the guys that got you there. And he didn't start Henderson. So
who else does he have if Kyron Williams and Travion was the 1-2?
It was both. It was Javonte Williams and Kyron Williams, and you got to start Javonte against the fucking Raiders, dude. Yeah. Story, do you have any adult beverages?
No, not tonight. I will be. I got a plan.
I'll drink 2.
Okay,
I'll chug 2 for Story. I'll chug 2 for every 5.
I will. I will give you all. I'll give you a heads up on the next go around when. But yeah, so maybe
I'm doing 2.
Ooh,
he gonna do 2.
Monday. Yeah.
All right. Let me get a question here. I'll do 2. I'm not going to do them right in a row. I'll do like one and then another one a minute later. I'll do 2 for every 5 we get. I'm a fucking man of my word. Since Story is chicken out on me, I'll fucking take one for the team. I'll do it. Max, hopefully we didn't tell you. Do you think we would have told him to do that?
I don't.
That's close. So. Waddle's been amazing though. In full PPR, Waddle's been amazing.
Listen, I think Waddle's super necessary. Must be a good squad regardless, because if you're debating between Waddle and Henderson, you must have had a really good other options in your wide receivers and your running backs. I don't think I would have said go Waddle over Henderson, but you know,
it could have been a show you weren't on. You know,
anything's possible. I mean, I had him like a top 15 running back this week. I certainly didn't expect this.
No, well, the thing is, it would have been that good of a game if it wasn't for all the touchdowns. I know that's like a weird thing to say, but like he actually only had 62 yards and like 20 yards receiving.
Kind of my thing, right? 3.3 yards per carry. You're telling me that Vrabel doesn't notice that, right? I'm guaranteeing he notices that. So yeah, count your blessings. You got 3 touchdowns, including a receiving touchdown out of Henderson. Just don't expect that when Stevenson comes back. This is Henderson's backfield fully.
Can I make a point that may sound a little controversial? I know a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this, but like this is how I feel, and I know you agree. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, Story, but did you hear his interview after the game?
Vrabel, no.
At Henderson's,
Henderson, no.
Not a very bright kid, by the way. Maybe that's the reason, and maybe he just doesn't talk well. Like he Derrick Rose-esque, but regardless, okay, he couldn't be on this pod. I'll say that. That sounds mean, but he just thanked God and Jesus, and all the first 3 things he did was thank like 3 different sentences, and then he thanks his offensive line 4th. Dude, I'm sorry. Like, do the first one, don't do 3, and then your offensive line. Like, you need your offensive line. You know what I mean? Like, you need your offensive line.
I'm not going to try to take shots at anybody who has their religion. I just find it hilarious when athletes will thank God, because the implication there is God helped you, but then actively hurt the other team.
Right. So I was thinking of like
God likes the Patriots more than he likes the Jets.
Right. So, like, what is Justin Fields? If they interviewed him after the game when he gets his brain beaten in a loss, which they don't do, but let's say they did, he wants to be, first of all, I want to thank the devil, and you know he really fucked me here and gave me the shit offensive line, the shit coach, like fucking praise fucking Satan. No, that's not how it works. Is the point? Like, if he's there and it's a thing, I get it, but that's not really how it works. And like, 1's fine, I'm all for that, but 3 in a row and then the offensive line 4th. Just sounds weird. It just seems weird to me. And I guess he was nervous. Maybe he was nervous and it's like a nice thing to say. I get it. It's PC. This show clearly isn't PC. Sorry if I offended anyone. I don't tell anyone how to believe. I'm just saying it was like, thank your offensive line second. I'm not saying first, seconds. You're a running back.
I mean, yeah.
It's just pretty funny. But you never hear atheists saying like, or like, I guess atheists don't believe in the devil, but you know what I'm saying? You don't hear devil worshipers like thanking Satan. Like maybe because they'd get like fired from their jobs.
I was in Anaheim in 2003, and I was walking to a game, the Angels game with my brother. We're walking through these sketch neighborhoods. We end up walking next to this dude. He starts talking, seems like a nice enough guy. He's actually really pleasant. And then he's like, oh, people, sometimes they don't respect me because of my religion, et cetera, et cetera. And a little while later, turns out he's a Satanist. So he's like, so yeah, let me get your email. We'll stay in touch. I'm like, you got it. Fake email at fakeemail.com. I'm like,
for real?
Yeah. No offense to that guy.
That's pretty funny. J Bob said, Story not touching that one. Yeah, I'll take the brunt. It's fine. I wasn't trying to implicate you about like your beliefs. I just know that you think that's a little wacky too, because it is 3 in a row is wacky. It's just weird. Matt says the Van Buren boys. Story, what is the Van Buren boys symbol? It's the 8th president. Yeah. He's like, because I was holding the salt shaker. It's so great.
Give me your wallet, old man, or I'll spill your guts right here in the street.
All right, I'm going to do my second one here. Jason says, J-Bob, what are your thoughts on the tax-paying dollars buying Brian Kelly's buyout at LSU? Is that true? Are they doing that?
It's potential. We talked about this on the College Football Rundown last night, in fact, about how usually when there is a college buyout, more often than not, it's strictly they're paying the coach for however many years in advance. When there is firing for cause, it's got to be some kind of like, I mean, it's not always as bad as Sandusky's situation, but it's usually some kind of malfeasance, negligence, something along those lines. So how they're going to drum up for cause with Brian Kelly is going to be interesting to see. The bottom line is if they can do it, that means that the taxpayers in the state of Missouri are paying for Brian Kelly's salary, unless that the state of unless the university can prove cause somehow.
Story, are you starting Seahawks defense rest of the season? Like,
interesting.
No matter what, I am.
Well, are you starting this week against LA?
Yeah, of course. Matt Stafford's a fucking statue.
Would you have started them over the Patriots?
Yeah, because I don't want to roster 2 defenses. Dude, I'm just rolling. Like, team defenses also are weird. They can give up 28 points and get a defensive touchdown. What do the Seahawks do? Big fucking plays.
Yeah.
They're a machine right now. Like,
in fact, I did start the Patriots over the Seahawks, thinking that I held on to the Patriots specifically for this matchup and then week 17. And I'm not so sure that they're worth holding on to anymore. The other defense I have is the Seahawks, so I might just roll with them. And like you said, like even if they give up a ton of points, like that they generate pressure, they get sacks, they get turnovers, you get an interception return, touchdown. Like I'm just gonna roll with the Seahawks.
Can I give you a little hot take?
Of course.
I don't know how hot it is. The Patriots are frauds. They're gonna get smoked in the playoffs, dude. You watched that game tonight. Like they have no pass rush. They're supposed to be elite against the run. They are, but they've also played the easiest schedule in the world. And like besides Christian Gonzalez, they have nothing in the secondary. So, and I love Drake May. Like Drake May is awesome, but like we've seen Josh Allen not be able to succeed in the playoffs with better teams around him than this.
That entire defense is smoke and mirrors. They've gotten super lucky. Like if you look back at who they played, that makes total sense now. They got bullied in the trenches by the Jets offensive line, which is trash all night long.
Yeah, and the Jets are so bad, dude. Oh, my God. By the way, shout out John Mechie, cancer survivor. You know, I don't do everything negative in the show, gentlemen. I'll shout out cancer survivor John Mechie. He looks good. Sure, he's not a pickup yet, but.
I'm sure if they interviewed him, he would say, I want to thank God for making the defender trip over his own feet, leaving me wide open at the 5-yard line.
Or just say, thank God for curing my ball cancer or whatever kind of cancer he had. Because that's 100%. 100%. Like, please and thank you say that because that's justified, bro.
Wasn't it leukemia? I think he had leukemia.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was. Ball cancer just sounded funnier. But James Bond says, Brissett, Tua, and I'm on a heater tonight. Brissett, Tua, or Mariota this week. Wally said, but real quick, thanks for having him start Hendo because of us. I'll take credit for that, even though I told Ray not to. But I'm sabotaging Ray's team, even if it's not in my league. Brissett, Tua, or Mariota this week.
Those are all good streams. I'm probably going to go Tua.
I would go Brissett if Marvin was playing.
Well, he's not. So. They're not putting him on IR. Did you hear that?
Marvin Harrison?
They're not.
No, he's fine. He's fine, dude. I had so Jamie Blake, that is, he's my Jamie, or media guy who's gonna be my producer one day soon. He looked it up for us during the stream last night of the most 5 recent guys that had appendectomies during the season, and they missed between 8 days was the quickest comeback, and the longest was like 24 days.
Okay.
So it's between 1 or 3 weeks.
What were the positions?
So shout out Blake. Quarterback actually took the longest somehow, probably because they get hit in that midsection a lot.
Who was that? Who was that Broncos running back that had a appendectomy right before the season started?
Ooh,
I'll have to look that up.
Remember, I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
J Bob Rob. Oh, got to get a glass of those beer chugs. I'm almost certain we've been getting gypped on some of these. Well, I don't want to show exactly. I don't want to advertise it. Even though we're talking about it, but like
in a glass, like a clear glass.
But it's I guess it doesn't prove that it's it just looks like that color. It could be apple juice.
Could be apple juice, could be non-alcoholic beer, could be piss.
Well, it could be non-alcoholic beer anyway. I'll show you. This is
Oh, it's basically
back
to that quarterbacks question. I'm just pulling up want to make sure. Yeah, Commanders, Dolphins, and then 49ers, Cardinals.
Sometimes they're 3/4 full. I ain't gonna lie.
7.
Hey man, the thing is, I'm also still casually sipping the whole goddamn show for 3 hours. So I'm still having 4 or 5 during the show casually. And you want me to be able to talk, right? Like that's part of it.
I'm changing my mind. I'm going Mariota. Give me the rushing potential on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Get down on that one. Let's see where we're at here. Big Ray is in the building. Big Ray, we got Mark, number 1 fan. Mark has not missed a minute. I think he's missed like an hour in the last fucking 2 months. Fucking love Mark. What a guy. He's coming on next weekend. Too. Again.
Awesome.
F. Sean Payton, 2009 Bounty Gate. Ugh, yeah, that's just that wasn't necessarily him, but he was at the helm of that, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, the Bucs got to stop with the head coach, the organization. The GM should have been fired, and then what's his name? Greg Williams, he was the defensive coordinator that actually instituted the bounty. That guy should have never gotten a job in the NFL. You cannot sit there and tell me the NFL is about player safety when you let a guy like Greg Williams have a job after Bounty Gate. That is absolutely ridiculous. They completely lost me.
Unreal. Yeah, it sucks. Sucks for the Vikes there because that was a team of destiny in my mind, I thought. The Jets are just effing awful, and it's painful to watch them. It's painful. Would it be any better with Tyrod Taylor? It might be more professional, but it gives them less juice, right? Like, the thing is, Justin Fields actually has some nice throws. The deep ball to Mitchell was right in his hands. That was against Christian Gonzalez. Beautiful throw. The other one on the kind of turnaround, like the little deep out he ran where he didn't turn the wrong way. Fields just threw it to the wrong shoulder. He still should have caught that ball. Like, those
still hit him right in the hands. It's a tough catch, but
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he threw it to the outside shoulder, and he had to adjust to the ball. Fields threw for 116 yards. He rushed for 67 yards. I mean, you're talking fewer than 200 yards of total offense from the quarterback, and he's had games of 57, 68, 44 yards.
Here's why you have to start. Here's why you have to start Justin Fields if you're the Jets, if you're trying to win. Because if you had Garrett Wilson out there and maybe some weapons, yes, Tyrod Taylor probably makes more sense. But Justin Fields can't utilize his weapons when they're out there. So if you have no weapons, who is more dynamic of a play? Like, who's a better player in terms of athletically rushing? It's Justin Fields. You have to go to a high school offense, right? You have to go to a wishbone or something, a triple option. I don't know. You got to do something because these receivers aren't winning, and when they are winning, they're dropping passes. So you need to have the dynamic player out there.
Take the Navy approach and just run the ball 45 times a game.
Yeah. If they had Braylon Allen, it'd be easier because you'd have a secondary, a big, beefy runner. Breece Hall's fine, though, right?
I'm dropping Isaiah Davis, just FYI. I'm not sure that even if Breece Hall gets hurt, that he's a worthwhile stash. Like, he would be worthwhile in fantasy football. So I was wrong on that one. I was hoping that Breece would get traded.
You're taking some L's recently, Story.
I gotta lie. It's been a rough go.
Well, the problem is you haven't been on the show as much because you've been traveling. So, and it's like the worst thing ever. Like the takes you have been giving haven't been good. And if you were on more, you'd give better takes. Let me ask you this real quick. Jason says, before I get to this, the thing I want to ask you, foamy iced tea, as my father always called it, from Jason. Thank you for the super. Thank you, J-Bob, as well. We're almost up to a second one here. What are your thoughts on Michael Wilson? We were talking about Marvin Harrison. I've always been a big Michael Wilson fan. He was on my PP list last year. Deep PP list, that was. Pillar players. I love Michael Wilson. I think I compared him he was a poor man's version of Michael Pittman. I don't even know what that means, but that's what he's a tough player. Michael Pittman's a tough player. He's not a burner. Not quite as tall as Pittman. Pittman's 6'5". I think Wilson's 6'2". I liked him coming out of Stanford. I know you kind of liked him coming out of college too. What are your thoughts on him? Especially now Zay Jones is out for the year. We talked about this last night with Chaz.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm all in, bro. I think he's a top 36 guy for the next couple weeks.
What did he get? Like 6 or 7 targets last week?
Yeah, and I read his snap share the last 3 weeks. He played 82, 90, and 92% of the snaps with Marvin Harrison playing.
Yeah, you know me, I love Greg Dortch, but Michael Wilson's the next man up in this offense. He's not going to replace Marvin Harrison, but I mean, Harrison has had his ups and downs this season as well. But he had 12 targets last week, so you put 12 targets back into that rotation, and I don't think the Cardinals are very good. They're going to be trailing. They're going to have to be throwing the ball. I think it's a very good spot start until Marvin Harrison comes back, which potentially could be only one game.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to ask you that we talked about before we get to all these questions. We'll get to everyone here in a short. We're only 20 minutes behind. We'll get to every question before we're done. If you need a quicker answer, give me $1 super chat. I'll get right to it, right on it, or it might have to be $2 to get a question, whatever it is. I will get to it, and the chat will also help you out as well. That's what the community does. So I watched Prey because the new Predator movie came out, and you said you love Prey, right?
I think it's a great movie.
Yeah, I didn't like the build of the Predator. It looked weird. So the Predator design was gross.
Well, that's a different. So that's it. So how much do you know about Predator lore?
I know it's a different model, if you will, a different
like clan or whatever. It's like a whole different whatever. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, like how Avatar has different, like the fucking water ones, right?
Exactly.
So what it brought me to, I enjoyed the movie. It was fine, better than I thought, right? And the story was good. The chick beating him up is just insane, just because how small she is. And I love how he destroys all the fucking hunting guys. But here's my thought, dude. That their whole thing is they're proud hunters. They want to actually like win the battle, right? They're like men of like high morals, right? In terms of they don't kill people that are injured. Like they only kill like threats to them, like equal people. Here's my thing.
Okay.
Why is the Predator invisible then? Like, that's not a fair fight, dude. Like, fucking man up, bro. You saw what happened when Arnold Schwarzenegger got fucking muddy, and he fucking worked his ass.
So, two things. Number one, this is a non sequitur. Well, it's unrelated, but I don't think that Duke's character knew that being in mud would work. I think he was just scared, and that's why he wasn't moving. But number two, dude, the Predators aren't fair individuals. Like they're big game hunters. They're like the Trump kids, big game hunters, where they go to this small reserve and they put all the animals together and then they shoot elephants. You know what I mean? Like that's they're not fair at all. But you got a big super chat. So
Max. Okay, I'll circle back to this because Max just gave us a bomber and GT gave me one as well. And that also means another chug, and that's also my fucking 9th one. So Jesus fuck. All right. Max says quarterback May and Brissett, running back CMC, Judkins, Hendy, Shar, B-Rob, Hampton. So Judkins, Hendy, Shar, B-Rob, Hampton. A lot of good upside there. London Collins. I love London and Collins together. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
London Collins, Waddle, Tet, Sutton, Kittle, Otten. Full PPR 8-2, first place in the league. Mike, I have a really tough decision a lot of weeks. You got to make a trade before the trade deadline, right? So let's tell them let's think about who you need to trade.
So Judkins has a really good schedule, but he's not a pass catcher. Sharbs is, I don't know when you would ever slot him in. B-Rob, is that Bijan Robinson or Brian Robinson?
Brian Robinson.
You think so?
Yeah, there's no way if that's Bijan Robinson, that's the greatest team in the history of the world.
Yeah, okay.
And there's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah.
He started out with London and Collins. He has CMC. So he probably made a trade.
Got a really tough decision. I mean, you're starting CMC every week. I think you're starting Henderson as long as Stevenson is on the shelf. Judkins, you're starting, but again, like Judkins, you gotta be careful about because he doesn't have pass catching. If they're in bad game script, he's still gonna get a ton of carries, but he's not gonna get any receptions. So I might look to trade Judkins and see if you can get like Judkins and Tet McMillan together and get a stud running back. I
got one for you. I got one for you right now. What about trading Hendy right now? And you still have CMC and Judkins, who we love Judkins. Like I know he's not great in PPR. He can get one more stud receiver. Now you have a flex, right? So you want to start a receiver in your flex. Trade Hendy and trade Tet or Hendy and Sutton for Justin Jefferson. Now you got Justin Jefferson in your flex, bro. And you have CMC and Judkins, and you have all those high upside running backs. You're going to get that deal done too.
This is going to be Henderson's best game all year. If you're going to trade high on him right now.
Would you do that? Is that too much? Hendy and Tet or Hendy and Sutton? I prefer Sutton. Hendy and Sutton, dude. Is that too
Hendy
much?
and Tet is probably too much. Hendy and Sutton.
Oh, Hendy and Sutton.
So see if you can get it done. If you really want to move these guys, open up a roster spot. Hendy and Tet will get it done. I'm almost certain.
Or if you want to go for the moon for someone that's valued higher, because I think Jefferson's going to kill the rest of the year personally. But if you want to try to get maybe not Puka, I'm trying to think of another name here. It would be Nico Collins would be the guy I try to target, but you already have him. If you want to trade Hendy and Waddle and try to really upgrade, like if you want to try to get Jamar Chase or something.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. You do
2 for 1. You got to do a 2 for 1, right, Story? That's the rule. Yeah. Brule's rule here. You got to do 2 for 1.
Like a CD Lamb or a Igbuka, although I don't think that the Igbuka owner would be ready to move off of him. I need a stud. I need a blue chip player. I need a player that's proven here. Like Justin Jefferson's been bad. I don't give a fuck. It's Justin Jefferson, bro. You know he's going to be a top 10 receiver the rest of the way. You're going to get all the value from him. And the person might think that they're fleecing you, bro. With your roster, you have decisions to make right now, and it's killing you. AJ Brown?
No, because that doesn't help your team. Your team's already too good. Like, I'm not trading Hendy for AJ Brown. Justin Jefferson is Justin Jefferson. He's the only show in town there, and JJ McCarthy will do better.
That's fair. I think but Max also, we're big advocates of, you got Drake May. You're never going to start Brissett over May. You got George Kittle. You're never going to start Otten over Kittle. Like, drop Brissett, drop Otten, go out and find the Tyler Algiers.
Well, May has a bye. May does have a bye coming up, but he's 8-2.
Yeah, but like Brissett will almost certainly be there unless like everybody's rostering.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You can stream that week. Like, I would rather have, like I said, you looking at you already got B-Rob on your team, but Tank Bigsby, Algier, I mentioned, Brian Robinson, you already got.
Blake Corum might be there.
Blake Corum. Who else have we talked about in the past?
Max, if you're in the Discord, you have to put your roster up, because you're gonna win this league. If you're 1 win away from almost guaranteeing you win the league. This team is unreal, bro. Like Kittle with Purdy coming back, dude. Like your team is fucking unreal. So yeah, hopefully if you're in there, post your team and let me know some other rosters. I'll help you with this one personally. Especially you just dropped a 20 banger. Thank you. I owe you a chug. I'll do that in a second. And Ray gets me to the 10 mark here again, the 5 mark here. Ray says, Rob, why do you honestly enjoy raying me? We totally agreed that the Williams bros would be better duo than having Hendy over one of them. Thought we were brothers. # get raid. Well, we also did like the idea of having the Williams bros. We said it would sound like a sitcom, like Marlon Wayans, like and Damon Wayans, the fucking Williams bros with a Z.
Wait, who's the second Williams?
Javonte Williams.
No, who's the first? Okay, well, who's the first Williams then? Because that's who
Kyron Williams.
Oh, Kyron.
That was the question. We knew we were starting Javonte against the Raiders in PPR. It's half PPR. And then the question was Henderson or Kyron Williams. And Kyron just scored 2 touchdowns last week. Like, I know it's a tougher matchup, but Kyron's good. Kyron's an RB1.
Yeah, and
apparently so is Travion.
Matthew Stafford's not going to throw for 4 touchdowns every single game. It's just he's been on an incredible stretch right there. So are you saying that you didn't start Henderson?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
man. Bad. I mean, I left Javonte Williams on the bench in week 1. Like, we've all been there.
Yeah, but that's different than Henderson with this workload. And it was a tough. You have a tough decision because you have awesome running backs. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. No one saw 3 touchdowns. I saw like big yardage game, maybe 1 touchdown, but like 3. It would have been a fine decision if it was only 1 touchdown and 80 total yards. Because I would still, if you told me that right now, I'd rather start both Williams brothers.
I mean, I think you got to be healthy that they're running the ball in the red zone quite a bit. I mean, as a May owner, I'm pissed, but it makes sense, especially against that defensive line. They were chewing them up on the ground. I guess not. They weren't really chewing them up on the ground, not until they got in the red zone. Like, they're getting stuffed at the line a lot, and then they get in the red zone, and Henderson's breaking off like 6-yard chunks. It was a weird game.
Jason says, I think Meat Sweats. I love that nickname. I think Meat Sweats needs to join the stream ASAP. Sounds tuned up, brother. Love it. I did not send him an invite because it was supposed to be a shorter type show. It might still be. I'm probably not. I'm pretty tuned up myself. He will just yell at me though about this, even though he was leaning the Williams bros as well. I just pushed him off the edge. You know what I mean? He's in first place though.
Which one's Meat Sweats?
That's Ray. Ray's Meat Sweats. He's been eating meat the last 4 streams.
Okay. I didn't realize that was Ray's nickname. I thought you guys were talking about
he's just eating
the other night.
No, meat sweats. He's just eating meat, bro. Like we love it. And chugging beers, eating meat, it's amazing. All right, we're gonna get to the questions here. I gotta finish my Predator thing real quick because I have a little bit I planned that's hilarious. So and we'll see how funny it is now that I built it up. So the Predator he's better than these individuals. He doesn't need to be invisible. That's unfair. That's unfair, right? You know what my comparison is? I was watching the movie, especially he's fighting a chick and like a chick that's 130 pounds, and he's fucking he destroys a bear, dude, with his a grizzly bear, which is insane. And I'm just thinking that's the equivalent of like Bill Cosby bragging about how many girls he's slept with. Like, no, dude, the Predator, you're invisible. Bill, you're fucking drugging these girls. Like, that doesn't count. First of all, you go to jail. But like, it's not impressive, Bill, because look at how you got these girls. Predator, it's not impressive. You're invisible.
Is that from Family Guy?
Yeah. So my comparison is that the Predator is Bill Cosby, bro.
I get it. It's funny. I get it. It's very clever. But I'm telling you, he's not a predator. He's a big game hunter. And that changes the equation. Think about the guys that sit up in the blinds, put their deer urine out, their corn feed out, and then they wait for deer to come around and they pop them from 100 yards out. Right? Is that right. Fair?
No, that's bullshit.
That's what the Predator. He's not fair. Even the dudes that are like here to help, like the dude in the Predators 2018 movie, terrible movie. Like he comes down, he's supposed to be like protecting humanity against the bigger, badder predators, but he comes down, he immediately skins like 4 dudes. So like none of them are fair. They pretend to be fair, but none of them are fair.
Okay, as long as you admit that, because that's not what I'm taking from these movies. Because they're predators of honor, right? At the end of 2, when he presents that gun to Danny Glover, right? At the end of the first one, like he's like pretty much like says like Arnold, you got the better of me.
Yeah, but then, he sets off a nuclear bomb. How the hell is that?
Right, yeah, good call.
Subtext.
Sub-Zero.
Lines.
Sub-Zero is talking about Adonai Mitchell here. It's kind of chemistry between him and Fields. Mitchell is probably still learning the timing between him and Justin. He's only been there 1 or 2 weeks. I get all that. Dropping passes is not chemistry, bro. Like that's like Colin making a bowl of cereal chemistry. Like I'm mixing the chemicals. No, dude, I'm making a bowl of cereal. Catching passes, you learn that shit in fucking Pee Wee football. So yeah. Adonai Mitchell, we love the talent. Like his talent, dude, he looks explosive as hell. Like the cuts and the breaks and just getting off the line of scrimmage. He is a first-round talent. But the reason he fell to the second-round story, we both know, knucklehead, bad hands, concentration issues. That's it.
There's a reason that a team that has Super Bowl aspirations was more than happy to ship him off this year.
Yeah, well, he also was just buried behind, Alec Pierce, who's the new truth in the NFL right now. He looks I love Alec Pierce. Always have. It's nice to see them. It's nice to see them not using Alec Pierce as a strict sacrificial X Marquez Valdez Scantling role. They're running he's running a route tree now because he always had the ability to do so. I'm so proud of Alec Pierce. Love him. Local kid. Loved him in Cincinnati. Epic Trick Shot says, would you trade away Judkins and Spears for Kyron and Corum? I clinched the playoffs.
I would.
Ooh, you get the whole backfield.
Yeah, you get the whole backfield. Kyron's still getting touchdowns, even though Quorum is digging into his workload. Again, Judkins, they got a good schedule, but do you expect him to play from the lead at any point or for the most part? Chris Hogan. Thank you,
That's
Mark.
The guy.
Yeah,
well, Epic, we're doing that trade. If you're still in here, sorry, we're 35 minutes behind the chat. It's going to happen. We're going to catch up. I'm going to answer everyone's question. J-Bob says, not Simple Jack.
Do Simple Jack.
Let's see. Old school guys like old school movies. Damn straight. Oh, Revenge of the Nerds. Now, that has not aged well. That is very cringy. Like, if people think, what's the movie, the college movie, the original one with Belushi?
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't think of the name right now.
I don't know. My wife would be having a fit because they
same, bro. We're fucking cinephiles.
Animal
House.
Yeah.
Animal House has a couple cringe scenes. The Revenge of the Nerds, like whatever that is, the maze scene or when it's the dark room, like that is like full on R word. Like 100%, bro.
There's no argument.
No. And you know what? You got away with more stuff back then. Yeah. Even though back in the day in movies in the 80s, you couldn't say certain things, but yet movies allowed this shit. you know what? Can we go back to the 80s? Because I'm not saying I agree with it, but at least, this is America. Let's let people do what they want to do. That's what this podcast is about. Say what you want to say, as long as it's respectful.
You want to go back to the 80s? They didn't have heated seats in cars in the 80s.
No,
man.
I meant the pop culture in the 80s, like the rules of the 80s. Well, I don't want to go live in the 80s. Like
Stranger Things.
You're pissed about heated seat story, you son of a bitch.
I got a comfortable life.
Well, same. I mean, not really for me, but I do have heat in my house. I don't have central air, though. I have to have window units, God damn it. Hetzer says, I said week 12 with Bucky Irving, and I might be right. Dude, it might be week 11, and we were wrong. I was kind of going off you story. I was more like week 13-ish. We'll see. Who knows? Limited practice, what does that even mean, bro?
Yeah, it's tough because it was a strict walkthrough on Wednesday and limited practice today. So let's see if he takes contact tomorrow. If he does, then there's a strong chance. I put it at like 60% he plays. If he doesn't play contact, then it's like a 10% chance.
Start Hurts versus Lions or Stafford versus Seahawks?
Hurts. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I'm going start your studs there. Although Stafford is a stud.
Wally,
Story is a story. What Story? You have a fan. Wally says Story is a beautiful man. He loves you.
Wally, I appreciate it. I'm sure you're a beautiful individual as well.
Ray's chugging off screen right now. He's gonna eat. Okay, Wally remembers Story is gonna eat these crab legs.
It is gonna happen. Maybe not tonight, maybe not on Monday, but I will. I'm a man of my word. I said I would eat crab legs live on a stream. I'm going to eat crab legs. Don't tell my wife because she'll.
Sorry, Max. It was me. I was adamant about starting Waddle over Hendy. That's okay. I will say this: we did not know that Stevenson was going to be out, though. Right? Like we didn't know on Tuesday. It was up in the air. If I said it, I said it. I mean, yeah. I didn't think he was going to play, but okay, I'll own that one. It didn't. Hey, Waddle's a number 11 in PPR right now as a receiver. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was. I bet everyone agrees in terms of like the rankings, and everyone's rankings probably in flex rankings would have had him. It would have been close, right? Whatever. It's a bad call. I'm sorry.
Maybe, but regardless,
let's
wait until Monday
I
night.
am going to be so fucked. Max just signed up to be a professional fanatic, even after that advice I gave him. So that also, I'm going to bring up I got to bring this up here because I'm a man of my word. And you guys could actually kill me one of these nights, really, if I was drinking liquor especially. So we have the beer chug rule here. Here it is, the Pro Fan fundraiser. Every 5 super chats, beer chug. Every $20 super chat. I still owe for that one. And then every Patreon sign up is a beer chug. So could have really used your nice story. All right. Okay. All right. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time. Thank you, Max. You're the man. Max, you're now eligible to come on the show. And every other perk in there. There's a lot. You saw the goodies, bro. It's a lot of goodies, including these hats, by the way. I'm sending these out to everyone tomorrow. Everyone that's has been like literally like doing things for the show, like Blake and some of the other people. And then Story, you're going to get yours as well. Although you don't want to hide that awesome 8th grade hair.
Right. I get this sweet middle speak.
Thank you and sorry at the same time, Max, because that was a bad call. But again, only 80 yards, 3 touchdowns, unreal. The receiving touchdown, of course, unreal.
Let's wait and see how it goes after Monday.
Sven, Woody Marks or Harvey? I'm already starting Genty and Javante, full PPR. Now I'm like gun shy. I'm just gonna say like neither or both. This is Harvey.
Harvey. This is a no-brainer, Harvey. Like Marks,
as long as there's no Dobbins, right?
Yeah, as Dobbins isn't playing this week, but let's make sure
this is not quite totally full, but it's pretty full.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Marks is let's see 2 weeks in a row from Marks, because if you heard the coaching staff come out and said they didn't plan to give Woody Marks as much as the work as they did, which leads me to believe they could swing this back towards a more neutral backfield. Harvey, Bidet's going to mix in, McLaughlin's going to mix in, but Harvey's too explosive to not get the bulk of the work with Bidet and McLaughlin behind him.
Is it worth starting Caleb Williams? It depends who your options are, but he's a top. Would you rank him 10 to 12 like he is all year, right?
12 to 13. Yeah, but low end QB1. That Vikings defense is tough, but I mean, if they could only play fourth quarters, then you would have the overall QB1. All
right, Max, this is a comment he said earlier. He got in that same trade, the same deal, or that same team, right? He got offered Lamar for Hendy and Drake May. I don't like that. I mean, just because Drake May is the truth. I see the idea because your team's so stacked, but here's the problem, man. Lamar is still a little banged up. You know it's true, Story, and they're just going to ride Derrick Henry, bro.
He was limited in practice today. I mean, it was call it a standout. It wasn't a stellar win, but a standout effort from Drake May. 280 yards, only 1 touchdown. That's bad variance, right? They ran really well inside the red zone. It's not going to happen every week. He kept the chains moving. He made some good throws. Diggs looked good. Hunter Henry looked good. He connected on 3rd down when he needed to. Didn't throw an interception. May's a very solid, a top 6 quarterback in fantasy, and Lamar is a top 2. But you're also giving up Travion Henderson. It's too much.
Yeah, can't do that. Do it. Try to give up Charbonnet or one of your ancillary pieces, or Sutton or something. If you want to do that, give up Sutton or even Tet.
Yeah,
but not right now. Henderson, his value is too high. After this game, though, you're riding high. Trade Henderson and get. Hopefully, I'm not doubling down on the Henderson misses for you, but try to get yourself a Justin Jefferson. That is the key there. A stud, right? Trade Saquon and Ladd for Puka. I have JT and Javonte and Woody Marks. My other receivers are Marv, Garrett Wilson, Keenan, and Debo. If it's full PPR, I'm in. Full PPR, yes.
It's going to be a no for me, Doug.
Really? Just two good players?
Two good players. Like you were talking about it. Ladd is still the number 1 there just because of the slow start. And Saquon, but everybody had a bad game on Monday if your name wasn't Devonta Smith. I'm not worried about Saquon. Puka, I love. He's a dog. He's my man crush, but the dude gets injured a lot too. So you got to be a little – that's got to be in the back of your mind when you're thinking about this. That's too much. It's too much to give up for Puka.
What if it was Javonte and Ladd?
That's a lot closer.
That's what I'm saying. So offer that one if you're going to do that. Don't do Saquon. I know Javonte's scored more, but it's Saquon Barkley, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I would even
if
you could lowball him with Woody Marks and Ladd.
I don't think that's getting it done.
Well, negotiations got to start somewhere, right? Like he's offered Saquon and Ladd, so now you swing back the other way. See, like you never know. You might get lucky. Like I traded. What did I trade? I traded JCM and I can't remember and Matthew Golden for Troy Franklin and Saquon Barkley. Never thought it would get accepted. And the dude's like, sure, send it over. I'm like, okay.
We have Hetzer saying, are the Falcons a good defense again? I'll never forget that Dolphins game. I don't think they're a good defense again, but let me tell you why you need to hold on to them and start them for the next 3 weeks. Their next 3 games, at home against the Panthers, they're good at home, at Saints, and then at Jets. Dude, that's a platter. That's a fucking platter. Can you imagine 3 better matchups in the world?
They're just so schizophrenic on defense. Like sometimes they look like a Super Bowl team. Sometimes they look like, they've never played a football game in their lives.
What matchup scares you though? Like the Panthers, maybe, but they're at home in this game. The Saints at home don't scare me at all. And then at Jets, I know we just saw like sometimes the Jets don't throw enough passes to get like turnovers and shit. But like, come on, like that's a silver platter, and they have a good pass rush. So I'm definitely I'm starting them. I wish I had more of them right now.
Can you believe the Falcons are 3-6?
I know. And they have a worse record than the Panthers. I think they're going to destroy the Panthers. Maybe not. I think they're going to beat the Panthers. It's -3.5 Falcons.
3.5 point spread, 42.5 over under. I do like that over under. They're a good start.
Is Drake May's schedule too easy? Might have several games like this. Like down the stretch, it's been easy all year, but it's actually getting easier, which is just wild. That's why the Bills have no chance to win the division, because the Patriots are going to win fucking 12 games minimum. Are you worried about the easy schedule? I'm going to go grab a drink. Are you worried about the easy schedule, like hurting Drake May's value? Because we saw tonight, like the rushing yards, right? He had a lane there on like a 3rd and 10. He could have took off for 25 yards. Instead, he just threw for like an 18-yard pass because it's like also coming off that possible concussion scare. Like why I think the coaches told him, I was on me for making that bet in the parlay. The coaches told him, like, you don't mess around tonight. Like, we got this game no matter what.
What concussion scare? What did I miss?
Last week he hit his head, went in the tent. It wasn't a concussion, but
I don't think I saw that.
Maybe I'm seeing things because I drank so many beers. Are you worried about the schedule thing? And then help. I'll just read Jason's comment real quick. If I was in a foxhole, I would want to be in one with Big Ray, brother. That's a fact. I think we all would, because Ray will take a bullet for his friends. And the thing about Ray is he'll probably survive that bullet, or if I like had him sleeping at my house and someone broke into my house, if I had like any friend over, I want it to be Big Ray. Like I wanted to be Big Ray. He would just be yelling and hollering and fucking scaring the shit out of people, bro. Thank you, Jason. All right, so is it too easy? Do you think? Are you scared off? Because you were scared tonight, right? We have Drake May in our league. We have Drake May and Caleb. Our team is stacked. We've lost three stud players, and we still have the second most points in the league. Our lineup still looks great. Chris Olave is our fucking fourth receiver still.
So one thing you need to learn about me is between the 20s, I'm very rational and very matter of fact to the point. When games are on, I get really emotional. I get really upset. So what I was texting earlier, like I go worst case scenario very quickly. That said, no, I'm not worried about
the text, bro.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Drake May's schedule. I think it sets up pretty nicely for them. At some point, he's going to have it in the back of his head that an MVP is on his horizon. So I think he's going to be looking to pull down and run a little more. But the bottom line is, like, you want the quarterback against the Giants. You want the quarterback against Cincinnati. You want the quarterback against the Jets, even though it didn't work out tonight. You know, they scored 2 red zone touchdowns. That's not going to happen every week. You want it against Miami, and you're going to have shootouts against Buffalo and Baltimore. It's a great schedule the rest of the year. Miami's week 18, so forget about that one. But yeah, I mean, it's a great schedule in both. Like, you get easy matchups and the tough matchups. They're not bad defenses. Buffalo doesn't scare me as a defense. Baltimore doesn't scare me as a defense. Like, it's going to be high-scoring games. So, no, it doesn't scare me. I'm starting Drake May. I've got him in a couple leagues. I'm starting him over the guys that we got him in our league. We're starting him over Caleb Williams.
And we have Caleb, but we're not even thinking about Caleb ever.
No.
So that's all you need to know. Big growing stuff. Michael Wilson or Keenan Allen this week?
Michael Wilson. Wilson.
Thank you, Story. I'm starting Michael Wilson. So you know my Parker Washington love I had the last 2 weeks?
Yeah,
I was way ahead of the Parker Washington thing. Oh, no, he's back full practice today.
Oh, okay.
But that one hit pretty well. And I'm starting this week. I'm starting Michael Wilson over. I've been drinking. Michael Wilson over Parker Washington. And you know how much I love Parker Washington. That's how much I love Michael Wilson for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Now, Parker Washington has more of a chance to be a rest of the season guy just because I guess it depends on Brian Thomas. But he's going to be the slot player there regardless now. And he's been fine even when Hunter was playing. So I like him rest of the season more than Michael Wilson. I almost did it again. But give me Michael Wilson as I think top 30 guy. I want to say top 30 for sure. Ooh, with bye weeks and shit.
Top 40 for me, but certainly over Keenan Allen.
What?
Yeah.
Don't ever say that.
Top 40?
Uncle Ted says Henderson is Gurley 2.0. I would not go that far, brother.
Yeah, the good part of Gurley or the bad part?
Well, the part that actually played. Not the Falcons part. Uncle Ted says Predator 2 with Danny Glover is underrated. It's so bad, it's good. It's so early 90s, too. And the Rastafarian shit kind of loses me there in that movie.
Yeah, I know.
I love the Predator just pouncing around in prancing is the word I'm looking for. Prancing around LA and just chilling and killing people. It's really gory. And Danny Glover's fine. But unfortunately, when you're the lead, and the lead before that was Arnold Schwarzenegger, my fucking goat and my hero, not great. Is it their second favorite Predator movie just based on nostalgia?
No, Predators is my second favorite Predator movie.
I do like Predators with Adrian Brody. I do like that one.
That one's really good. It's
Topher Grace.
Right?
Fucking a goat, bro.
Serial killer Dr. Topher Grace. Yeah, it's a good Predator 2. I like it. It's enjoyable. It's a guilty pleasure.
Ooh, Alien Saga is better than Predator. I love Alien and Aliens. After that, it's not great. But I guess you could say the same about Predator, right? I'll give you this. Better movie, Predator or Alien? I got to go Predator.
Oh, it's Predator for me.
Well, I actually think Aliens is a better movie than Alien. So, the thing is, the sequel is like...
I think most people think, well, they're different movies, right? Like, one's a claustrophobic kind of horror movie. One's a action-adventure movie. What's interesting, so Alien and Predator, they take place in the same universe to a certain extent. Like, the Alien stuff is canon to the Predator universe, but the Predator stuff isn't canon to the Alien universe. So your Prometheus, and I can't remember the name of the movie that was after Prometheus. GT12, help me out in the chat. What's the name of the movie after Prometheus? It's got the 2 Davids in there. There's no like Predator stuff, but the Predator stuff, like Alien versus Predator Requiem, they got the alien skull hanging around. All that stuff is canon in the Predator universe.
Can you believe though that those movies should be so good? Alien vs. Predator. The first one's fine. The one in the pyramid. Unfortunately, that's PG-13. And there's no world that a Predator and Alien movie should be PG-13. I want to see titties. I want to see blood. I want to see guts. But okay, that one's okay. I'm still saying it's okay at PG-13. Requiem, number 2, is the darkest movie I've ever seen in my life in both ways. There's like a baby being born that like he eats like out of the womb. But like, no, it's actually like so dark. It's shot. It's like you can't see anything. It's literally like pitch. You need the Step Brothers, the night vision goggles to actually see that movie. And I don't know like who is the director of that movie, but that needs to be like banned from Hollywood because like that alone ruins the movie. It's like go back and watch it, Story. It's the darkest thing I've ever seen. You can't see anything. I don't know if that's by design, but like I want to be able to see, how most movies where it's like a movie in a cave, they have like the unnatural light just because you need to be able to see. And you almost joke about it. Like, dude, I can't see in this movie, but like you need it. This is a movie where it's like should be bright, like brighter, and you just can't see shit. It's like I can't even see the alien. He's already black. Like all you see is like the spit coming from his mouth. Like mine, I'm just drooling.
You really have strong feelings about the light, the brightness.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And Story, we've watched a lot of movies. I have never seen something this bad.
You ever watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, only the first season.
The last season, like it's incredibly difficult to see. Like not to like watch because it's so bad. I mean, like you cannot see what's going on. It's freaking wild.
Uncle Ted is very adamant. It says Henderson has 5 TDs in 2 games. McCarthy effing blows. Devontae Adams. You want Justin Jefferson the rest of the season over Adams, right?
Yeah.
It's not close for me. It's not close for me. We don't, on this channel, Uncle Ted, we don't, I don't care if JJ sucks. You know what? I would say this. Justin Jefferson has not had he's trying to say JJ sucks? Like, dude, JJ is the second best receiver in the NFL, talent-wise. He'll be just fine, guys. Like, let's not overreact to this shit. And Kevin O'Connell is going to find a way to get Justin Jefferson the ball. And he had 12 targets last week. Like, we'll see. I'm all in for trading Justin Jefferson. I think he's a top 5 receiver the rest of the season with whatever, because their defense ain't what it used to be.
Gotta trust Kevin O'Connell to right the ship there.
Here we go. We got guys saying no.
No. He must mean he might mean JJ McCarthy sucks.
Well, no, JJ McCarthy does suck, but also JJ could mean Justin Jefferson. I'll give you that JJ is not great. I feel like I've been very, very critical of McCarthy on this podcast, Story.
You have.
I saw some things last week. I saw the ball actually coming out. He was at least making throws with confidence, which you didn't see early on. And now that the season's kind of over for him, it's just you can play free. We know this. Like playing free is a good thing, and he has not been doing that. He will going forward. That's my confidence with Justin Jefferson. Also, touchdown regression, positive touchdown regression. Like, I'm not worried about Justin Jefferson at all. Like, at all.
I don't think they think the season's over at all. Like,
well, it is over, though. We know that.
Well, we know it, but I don't think that they know it. Like, they're last place in the division, but there's not a whole lot separating them.
Max, your bye issues don't really matter because you're 8-2. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you win this week, 9-2, like, you're going to get a bye. Like, so, like, the week he has all these guys on week 14 bye. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah. I mean, assuming that you can lock yourself into a first round bye, then you should be pretty happy.
Real quick, answer this question, and then I have one highlighted on the screen. Story. I got to get a beer. Uncut Gems or Hustle? Have you watched Uncut Gems yet?
No, not yet. I'm gonna get around to it.
You have to. It's fucking awesome. So the answer would just be Hustle. Can you read GT's comment here while I get a beer?
Trade Judkins, Johnston, and McMillan for McBride and Shaheed. I have Warren. He is on bye. Warren is on bye. Trade Judkins, Johnston, and McMillan for McBride, Shaheed. Man, McBride is going to be super necessary in the next couple of games. He's going to get 1 million targets a game. Probably, honestly, like 8 to 10 targets, 8 to 12 targets a game, depending on what's going on. And Shaheed, I'm not really enamored with Shaheed. I know people really want him to be something on Seattle. I just don't know that I see it. Judkins, Johnson, and McMillan. I don't know, man. God, Warren, he's on bye. It feels like an awful lot to give up for a tight end and a wide receiver who's probably never going to crack your lineup. I don't think I would do it. No, I wouldn't do it.
Judkins, Johnson, and McMillan for McBride and Shaheed. Well, if you have Warren already, I don't know why you do that one.
Warren's on bye this week.
Yeah, but it's for the rest of the season too.
Yeah. It's a. I mean, you could you could flex McBride. There's a lot of people flexing two tight end or flexing a tight end this week.
Yeah, I'm not going to actively trade to do that. That's not a good strategy in fantasy. No. And I saw a crazy stat today that Trey McBride has 88 targets this year at the tight end position. And then it was like a Twitter thing. And it listed like the next guy, and it went all the numbers down, 87, 86. And the next guy has like 60.
I saw that too.
Yeah. Dude. Whoo. I love Trey McBride. I have 6 shares of Trey McBride. That makes up for like some of my Tucker Kraft losses. Tucker Kraft was the pick, though. He was the best tight end pick in this year's fantasy draft.
Value, yeah. But you heard what I said, right? He's going to get like 10 targets a game just until.
Oh, yeah. You see what his Vegas line is this week for catches? Over under?
6.5.
7.5, and it's minus 130. That's all I got to tell you, bro. I don't think I'd bet the over on that one, but Hetzer, do I send a trade for Algier?
Hang on.
Thank you. I got my guy here. Help me out here. Here we go. Cloverfield all-time worst filming. I don't know how that movie made a box office. The only like defense I'll make of that's like not a found footage, but that's like a home movie type thing, right?
Yeah. That's
so at least like that's the idea, right?
That's got a really young Odette Annabelle in there, and she's super hot. It's a fine movie. I like it. It's I'll throw it on, but he's right. It's tough to like the shaky cam in that is there's a way to do shaky cam right, and this was one of it's one of the first ones in the found footage genre, right? Your Blair Witches, Cloverfield was 8 years after that, something like that.
Hold on, I gotta nip this one in the butt real quick from Bears fan. He's been in here trolling me. Dude, you told me to drop Diggs for Booty weeks ago. Someone picked up Diggs. Dude, I hate Keyshawn Booty. I've been telling everyone the whole year. So I was wrong on that one about Booty. And so that definitely didn't come from me, brother, because I was never. Have you ever heard me say a good thing about Keyshawn Booty? Story?
No, you. In fact, I tried to say he might be a sneaky pickup, and you're like,
so that's what I'm saying. Bears fan, like that's just wrong, and I was wrong about my Booty hate. So, like, I'm just telling you, I love Diggs. Like, get the hell out of here. I know who that is, by the way. It's a friend of mine trying to sabotage the chat. So, good for you, man. You're really. He's not a friend anymore, apparently, but I'm just saying that's what he does. So, congratulations there. I'm really, really proud of you, brother.
Dude, you were
real quick. I was really high on Diggs. Yeah. And, like, when Booty thing happened early in the year, I was a little bit more cold on him. But 10 Cloverfield Lane, though, was a good movie. I like that one. I like that.
Mary Elizabeth Wanstead. I don't remember the dude's name in there. You got John. What's his name? Oh, come on.
Goodman.
Thank you. Goodman.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this chat.
My brain is not working tonight.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I just can't remember stuff. It's a good movie.
We love you. We love you. We love you. And I will say this. I watched Blair Witch Project, speaking of like bad filming, and like I get in the moment people thought it was real. Dude, it's awful. It's not scary. It's not funny. It's fucking terrible. Have you watched it recently?
Yeah, I threw it on. It was on HBO a couple months ago, and I'm like, oh, this will bring me back to high school. I'm like, this movie sucks. Like, it's
so bad, dude. Yeah. Like, it's now, I guess it's so bad people believe it was real because how bad it is. No one ever made a movie like this. If it wasn't
junior in high school, we were visiting my cousins. They lived in rural Arkansas. And so they lived like backing up to a woods. And so my cousin and his friend and I went out and saw this movie with a few chicks. Her name was Charity or Chastity. I can't remember which one, but yeah. And then we got home and hung out in his like detached like shed. We had to go through the woods to get back to his house. And we had just seen the movie. And I'm like 16 years old. That was one of those moments where you're like, shit, freaky as hell. Back then.
Oh, in 8th grade, it was super scary. But like I'm saying, holding up wise, like I don't think any movie, now that we know it wasn't real, I think no movie's aged worse than that movie ever. Like about checking every box, it's like terrible. It's so bad, and the ending's not even scary.
I know they cast unknown actors in order to make it seem like it was real, but they're bad actors. Like they're really
it also ruined their careers because they made them go in hiding for like 2 months, like because if people saw them, they'd be like, oh my God, like you're in this movie. So like they had him in hiding. It was just a messy situation. I guess there's sequels too that are probably even worse. And if they're telling me there's worse than the original, holy shit. Hetzer says, do I try to trade for Algier? Maybe giving him Alec Pierce. I'm desperate for running back week 12. My wide receivers are Diggs, Collins, and Jamison Williams. Irving might be back week 12. I think he can do better than Algier. I'm not chasing the numbers there. And I like Algier as a stash. He's fine as a desperation play, but you're not buying these numbers, are you, Story?
No, I'm not starting Algier unless I absolutely have. You'll hear people talking about how he's a sneaky start. He's going to get some work. He's the red zone guy, but we've seen him get 0.4 points in a week. Like it could very easily swing back, and Algier just he's the backup running back there. Like he doesn't really catch passes. It's all Bijan. Unless I'm like in desperation mode, I'm not starting Algier. Do I want Algier on my team? 100%. But I want him organically on my team. I'm not really going out to trade for him, especially not going to trade a startable asset in Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce has really good upside the rest of the season.
100%. There's someone better you can trade for. Alec Pierce has value, bro. And I said this last week going into the London game. Alec Pierce is 12th in the NFL in receiving yards per game. He missed a couple games with a concussion. Like, dude, top 12, and he has touchdown upside. Like, and Josh Downs is kind of an afterthought, and Michael Pittman doesn't look that great. I don't know if he's having a hamstring injury they're not talking about. He does not look great. You know, it's Tyler Warren and it's Alec Pierce, honestly, in that passing game for me. I'm not saying Michael Pittman is not a start right now, but I think the upside for him has kind of gone bye-bye. GT says, if Bill Cosby was banging fat chicks, we could call him a big game hunter. It's really good. That's really good, GT.
GT, I'm stealing that one. Hang on. You got
100%.
Super chat.
I got it. I see it. I'm just getting Ray's comment here. Ray will be on the next 2 nights, so you'll get a lot of Ray here. He said he bought a T-bone steak just for the occasion. So Bucky on snap count this week, but you never know. So they say Bucky's playing? Is that what Jason's saying?
News to me.
They wouldn't release that now.
Heard anything. I'll see if I can find any news on it. There was nothing on RotoWire today.
Yeah, I've been stashing Sean Tucker. I was actually going to start Sean Tucker in a few spots this week, but with the news, I just dropped Sean Tucker. And I'll give you guys a little secret. Justice Hill is probably out this week, so Keaton Mitchell's a sneaky start. I would start Keaton Mitchell over Tyler Algier.
I see it. I see you scooped him up in where it's at.
I'm starting him.
Are you?
Justice Hill's out. And he's going to get the passing down work, which is nice. And like Keaton Mitchell's explosive, bro. Yeah. You like that play or no? Would you start Algier or Keaton Mitchell?
Algier, probably.
Not me. Nope. I want that, dude. The Browns are going to get the brains beaten in.
Yeah,
they're going to run the ball all over the place.
But I mean, you've been talking about Derrick Henry's going to go for one of those 26 carry games.
Yeah, and they're going to be up by 30 points, and they're going to play Keaton Mitchell.
That's fair. Bucky Irving's NFL breakout feels inevitable. I don't know if you can call it a breakout. Positive injury.
Astro, I get what you're saying. I wasn't criticizing him saying it. I was criticizing him saying it 3 times before thanking his offensive line. That was my point. I thought it was just a little weird. Like that. I get your sentiment. 3 times before the offensive line. Like maybe mention your offensive line in the second or third breath. And I don't think that's being like mean or like weird. I think that just like the offensive line actually matters a lot. So he's a good kid. I wasn't saying he's not a good kid. Like, maybe I'm missing that one, but you know, can't all be, Ray says Animal House, you turds. Can't all be hits here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ray did also mention Alien Covenant. That was the one I was thinking about. This report says Irving to return better than before. I would say that's not correct. Like this shoulder injury has a pretty high risk of re-injury.
And a shoulder. Mark, Goff or Stafford this week? What do you got?
Stafford.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the Eagles defense, do you?
Not particularly. You saw what Jordan Love's no world beater, but I don't want to touch anything against the Eagles defense unless it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like I'm probably going to try to find a way to sit Jameson Williams.
Ray says, "I'll join your story." Crab legs. Any food involved? Ray just like I'm in.
We're gonna have a surf and turf feast on the podcast. A surf and turf feast.
Ray, I have your hat. You got to come over. We're actually all going to get together. Me, you, and Story are going to go for some meat and beer in the future. Thank you, Max. Again, if you're still in here, Max, I'll be sending you an email here with an invite to the Discord, and I'll DM you as well with some details on what you get with your fanatic purchase of the Patreon. And I got to shout that out real quick. We're only 20 minutes behind the chat. I'll put this up here real quick. I just love showing this. Look at this. I just love it. This Ray. I just love that. Man, sorry, Ray.
Confident.
Shout out to all the Patreon supporters, man. It's getting too many to even read right now. But Max, the newest one, shouts you out, bro. A lot of good stuff in there. Link in the description if you want to join. The Discord's worth it alone, man. $2 to get in that if you just want to get in the Discord. Early access to my gambling plays. We're crushing this year. 49-26, I believe. 49-27. 49-26. We're on fire in player props. These are all even odds bets. You want to be a guest on the show. You want free merchandise. You want to play fantasy leagues with us. You want access to private shows. You want to vote on show ideas. A lot of good stuff there. You're getting that. And shout out to the sponsor of today's show. This is TradeFan. Use the promo code PROFAN. 100% deposit match up to $100. We have our own tournament over there, guys. NFL Jackpot. Pick 3 longest touchdown scorers. Highly recommend you do that. Play against me. Play against the community. When we all start getting in there, it'll be a good time. And no way to keep the show going, guys. Keep the show going.
Hell yeah.
Doubt I'd ever be on a show, just enjoy the content. Well, Max, the option's there, and we do other things in football. So if there's something up your alley, something you want to talk about, like that's what you get on this show. I want to give back to you guys like you give back to me. So appreciate
Movies,
everyone here.
Music, video games, comic books, whatever you talk, board games, whatever you
Ooh, Jason, we love Jason. Missed out a lot. Tried to get a quote from Starship Troopers. Me and Story is one of our favorite movies of all time. We did a movie deep dive on a Story just 5 months ago, 6 months
like
ago.
That, yeah.
Rico, we fucking love it, man. Put your hand up on that wall.
I don't get it, sir. How can why do we have to learn? What's the line from Jake Busey?
He's like, if all we have to do is push a button, like
why do
why
we learn how to throw a knife?
The enemy cannot push a button if you disable its hand.
Minute
up on that wall. I just love it. I love it. I love Diz.
So
Denise Richards just smiling the whole time.
Speaking of Jake Busey, so Gary Busey's like government division in Predator 2, right? You're familiar with that? Gary Busey's in it. So
yeah.
in Predator, the Predator 2018, the shitty one, Jake Busey is in that. He plays the son of the character from Predator 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like that little callback there. Robin is chugging a second beer for you. Oh, I owe another one too. Should I swap out Tet with Watson or Robinson standard? We want to roll with Tet, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I mean, even with Jameis, I don't know that I trust any pass catcher on that offense. It's a rough. It could go to the 4th string wide receiver. You just never know with Jameis Winston, and he's got plenty of upside, but like. They throw a lot.
I know Story knows this one.
What's that?
Hold on. You know this one. I know it for sure. Movie trivia: 3 seashells.
Oh yeah, man.
One we love.
Sylvester
Demolition
Stallone.
Man.
It's got Sandy B.
It's also got the warden from Shawshank, man.
Oh yeah, he plays.
He's playing his typical asshole self.
Yeah.
We love If Ray loves Demolition Man, we're doing that for sure. That's one of my all-time. I'm not a big Stallone guy, I'm an Arnold Schwarzenegger guy, but that's one of my favorite ones. It's got Snipes. It's got Snipes. Snipes is the fucking movie.
What's his name? Dennis Miller rant. Not Dennis Miller. Dennis.
It is Dennis Miller.
Dennis Leary.
Ah, yeah, Leary's the guy. Yeah, the Taco Bell. The Taco Bell.
The guy in the sewer. Dennis Leary.
Yep.
The rant. That's all-time classic.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna drink my beer. I'm gonna, all that. Yeah, it's awesome. He's got the car.
Is that his name? Dude, my brain is
Dennis
like
Leary.
It is Dennis Leary.
I've been rough too.
Yeah. Okay. My brain is like today. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. I'm struggling too, but we're having fun, right?
We're having a good time.
Yeah, we're having a good time. That's a quote from Road Trip's one of my all-time favorite comedies. That's dude, he's rubbing the titties. He's like, we're having fun. We're having a good time. We're experimenting.
So
now touch her nipples.
So Jerry from Aliquippa called, did he? Mm-hmm. And did he beat her up? Yeah.
Would you please not feed my dog?
Who's gonna feed my dog?
I didn't. Seeing iDogs know when you feed them treats.
Because it's
you know who that is? Oh, you don't know this because you don't watch Sunny. That's Gail the Snail, that actress playing that.
Yeah, her name is Mary Lynn Rajkub. She's in.
You know her name?
Yeah, she's Chloe from 24.
Oh my God, you nerd. Look how the Jets played. They literally were trying to drain the clock, keep the ball out of May's hands. Can't blame him for 15 points. Aaron Glenn is he's just bad. He's
bad.
Really
I mean, give him credit for creating some short passes to avoid a ton of sacks. I think you only saw 1 or 2 sacks on Justin Fields, and a lot of that was some short passing routes to get the ball out of his hands. But like, they didn't use RPO nearly as much as they should have. They used like no motion tonight. I've never seen an NFL offense be as stationary as they were. It was just
stagnant. Jay says Matt Harmon's hot take: Waddle is number 1 wide receiver, week 11 overall. I think he's saying week 11 forward. That's you know what? If Matt Harmon says it, I tend to believe it.
He must mean for this week specifically, and it's a hot take. So it's not a prediction. It's not a prediction. It's just a hot take. So it's a chance it could happen, and I think it means for this one overall. So yeah, again, like the guy you told to start Waddle over Henderson, like let's wait and see. Let's reconvene at 10:45 on Monday night and see what actually happened.
Either way, I'm gonna take an L on that one because I will say this: I think when I said it was Stevenson was still questionable, but like starting running back against the Jets is just a nice matchup. It's just, but Waddle's been so good. Jason says at Peter report Matt Matera reported Bucky is on a snap count. Yeah. So he's going to play then. So essentially that means he's going to play. So it's hard to play him this week. I still want to play Rachaad White over him, or is it close?
I would not start with Rachaad White if Bucky's playing, but I don't know that I would start Bucky. Like, what does a snap count mean? Like, is he going to get 30%, 60%? I don't know.
We have to guess.
I gotta see what Matera reported on, because that's very interesting. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it while we're talking.
Thank you, GT. We are a couple away from another one. Gee, I think I actually owe one. I think I'm one in the hole here. Jay, I have Flacco and Lamar. Too far-fetched to start over Lamar. Ooh, is that so? Flacco has a Steelers. Lamar has the Browns. Would it be crazy to start Flacco? I would say this: if it's a 6 for a passing touchdown league, I know Lamar only throws touchdowns. I might go Flacco. In 4, you got to go Lamar.
Man, tough defense. Lamar's banged up. No, I'm gonna go Lamar regardless. I'm gonna start your studs. It's like Flacco's been playing out of control, but I couldn't live with myself if Lamar had 28 and Flacco closes out with 12. You know what I
mean? Jesus is God. Jesus loves you. I endorse that comment after the whole thing I had earlier. I'll go full circle, and it's a wash now.
Not to get political or anything.
It's a wash. Uncut gems all day. Truly showed how good of an actor Adam Sandler can be when he wants to. Love it. Man, it's awesome. I will say this. I think a better performance is Truman Show from Jim Carrey, but we never saw this coming from Adam Sandler. I think we saw some of I don't know, with Jim Carrey, I feel like he was more capable of playing, because Adam Sandler's so goofy. I know it's crazy to say because Jim Carrey was talking out of his butt in those movies, but Adam Sandler's like, the thing is, like, Truman Show still has some comedic elements to it, where Uncut Gems is like the darkest movie you ever see. There is no comedy involved. You don't even recognize him. You have to watch it. Story, tomorrow you have to watch it. Please watch it. Okay. Judkins or Harvey in my flex?
Harvey.
What's the scoring? If it's half or standard, I might go Judkins.
If it's standard, I'll go Judkins. If it's half or PPR, I'll go Harvey.
What's going on, Titan Style? I'm Rob's best friend, Liam. Rob is a great man with small wang, but his personality makes up for it.
You walked right into that one.
No, I'm Rob's best friend, Liam. He's talking about Liam Cohen, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a video of Bucky Irving from practice. He's dancing. He's warming up. I cannot tell if he's still got the brace on, though. I don't know. He doesn't have pads on. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think I'd have to be desperate.
What do you think of Woody Marks? Like, so Woody, the 80% snap share last week, dude. Like, I know it's been kind of going back and forth. We saw this before. Do you think he's for sure a top 20 running back going forward? Like, what are your thoughts on that one?
I don't, because I don't trust Nico Ryans. Like, so you look at the comments. The comment was basically, it boils down to, we didn't plan to give Woody Marks the number of snaps or the number of carries or whatever touches that he ended up getting. So you could interpret that 2 ways. Number one, we didn't intend to give him that many, but he was playing so well that we just our hand was kind of forced. So we're going to keep doing that. Number two, we didn't intend to give him that many. and it got out of control. We didn't realize it till the game was over that he had gotten that many, and we're gonna swing back to the 50-50 timeshare that we had in the past. Like the comment, I don't know that it helps us in any capacity. Like I'm starting Woody Marks because I kind of have to with buys this week, but I'm not thrilled about it. We already saw it once earlier this year where it looked like a breakout, and they went right back to Chubb in the role. I'm not thrilled about starting either one of those guys. Certainly not Chubb, and I'm not really thrilled about starting Woody Marks either. If we get
Chubb had 5 carries for 47 yards, Story. So like Chubb actually was playing okay. You know, it's not like he had 5 carries for 12 yards.
Right. And are we sure that Woody Marks is the goal line back? Like that's a big deal in that offense.
That's the thing, right? In PPR, it doesn't really matter. You'll get your catches, maybe. But Sven says, would you start Michael Wilson or Parker Washington over J-Mo or Devonta Smith this week? Not Devonta Smith.
No way.
But I don't think either or both of them. Maybe Michael Wilson over J-Mo, but no.
No. Like, I don't know if Dan Campbell is still calling plays, but let's see. Let's like, we haven't seen it from Michael Wilson. Parker Washington's been very good. He's back to practice in full this week. I don't know. Parker Washington over J-Mo, that's really close. I wouldn't do Michael Wilson over J-Mo.
No, and I guess also a deciding factor with Parker Washington, if Brian Thomas plays, like that's going to put a little bit of a damper.
Not a little bit of a damper.
Because you have a big damper because Jacoby Myers is there as well. By the way, 30 people in here, 17 likes on the video. If you haven't subscribed, 7 nights a week with this shit. Guests like Mike Storey, Big Ray, the Chaz, Ben, Hastings, Mikey. We got a lot of names here, a lot of different perspectives, and the community. The community's popping. We are 30 minutes behind the chat right now. Actually, we're only 15 minutes behind the chat. We're not doing bad, so we're going to catch up here real quick. Bucky is doubtful from Ray. There's a lot of reports about Bucky, so I think we got to chill on the Bucky news and just see what actually happens, right?
Let's see what unfolds, but let's assume that he plays with a snap count. Where are you slotting him in?
What is your take on Purdy right now? Because Purdy's playing now. He's actually playing, which I didn't think he was going to play this week.
I didn't either. Also, it looks like Pearsall's going to play. Purdy, I don't know. Rodgers has a really good matchup this week. Like they have the highest implied team total of any game on the slate. That's good news. So even though Rodgers has looked mediocre, it should be a good game from him. Daniel Jones should be your regular guy going forward. I don't know. Purdy's always been like a low end QB1, so
I'm not worried. I don't know what that means.
Put it in the Discord super chat. I don't know what that means either. Help me out, Jason. Let me know what you need, and I'll put it in there.
Don't super chat your answer, but Rico playing this week? Yeah, I missed one. David, did I make a mistake dropping Purdy for Rodgers? Yeah, you did. He has Daniel Jones, but like Rodgers has a good matchup this week, but he's already looking old and frail and not wanting to get hit. And that there's nothing there besides DK Metcalf.
Well, it's got a good you got a good probably maybe, but not because if you're only using it's a 1 week rental for Aaron Rodgers, he's got a good matchup. As I mentioned, they got the highest implied team total of any team on the slate. And
Who do you want rest of the season though? Do you want Daniel Jones or Brock Purdy?
Daniel Jones.
That easy? That's Daniel Jones.
That's a super easy one. I know you don't believe in the Colts. But I do believe in the Colts. I think they're a good team, and I would rather Purdy has been hurt all year long. We don't know what he's going to look like. I think he's going to be super rusty coming in.
Wally, Rico playing this week? Question mark. He's been questionable this week. It's a maintenance day. The crazy thing is Rico Dowdle has gotten to the point where he's getting veteran maintenance days. He's getting literally the Bijan Robinson treatment, or maybe that's a bad example. An older guy, he's getting a Priest Holmes from back in the day maintenance day. You right? Like it's Rico Dowdle, baby. He's playing through it.
I've never seen people freak out about maintenance days as much as this year. Remember the James Cook thing from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, everybody they're going through game footage to try to find when it happened and arguments about Ray Davis versus Ty Johnson. And it was very clearly a maintenance day. So let's not.
Hey, you spurred that. You texted me that. You weren't on the show, and I read a 10-minute fucking thing on it because I have Ray Davis in like fucking 15 leagues. Super disappointed about Ray Davis this year. God damn it.
Well, I'm disappointed about Isaiah Davis. So it's a Davis brothers disappointing himself.
Davis. The Browns going to get the Brown pushed in. You think they're going to destroy the Browns, right? Like Dylan Gabriel starting this game. Now, could it be a Shedeur Sanders halftime thing? But I'm not that high on Shedeur. I think it was some prep. He's better than Dylan Gabriel. We call him Wario. You know, we're calling Bryce Young the jockey now on the show.
No, why?
Because he's just tiny and he sucks.
Oh, that's fair. Let's see here. Yeah, the Ravens should stop them. They're 7.5-point road favorites. Yeah, I'd like to see Shedeur Sanders at some point. At some point, the coaching staff's got to pony up and put him in there to see what they got.
They have to. This was always supposed to be the plan. 6 games of Gabriel. The thing is, it's also the Browns, and they're bad. They're just bad. The coach is bad. The GM's bad. The ownership's bad. Everything's bad.
People. Yeah.
I don't know if they're bad people, but Jake Bates or Cam Little. It's windy in Philly. Even if it wasn't windy, it's Cam Little because I don't want to ever start a kicker. We played that game Story last week or 2 weeks ago on our team, starting Jake Bates, and unless it's 4th and 12 on the 30. And they need a field goal, like they need 3 points to go 2 scores. They won't kick field goals.
4th and 8. They're 4th and 8, like in field goal range. Like they're just.
I'm saying it has to be 4th and 12. Story. It has to be 4th and 12.
It's no, yeah. Cam Little, man. You see the super chat?
I got it. Hey, okay. Story. Did you buy your crab legs? I'm on top of it. You know, I get to them as quick as I can. Thank you, Story.
I just want to make sure you don't miss any because people are they're donating their hard-earned money here.
I know. I appreciate everybody for just helping keep this. 7 nights a week I'm on here, and you guys are helping me out. I'm getting by, boys, and this is a start. Next year we're gonna kill it. You got it? What do you got?
Snow crab legs on sale at Meijer.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll actually highlight this one because this guy comes in here and just says the dumbest shit. But this one I don't mind. I only came from Mark. He is handsome and has the best takes. Well, yeah, Mark is actually awesome. So that's why I highlighted it.
That's cool.
Bowles said Bucky is very unlikely to play this week. There's just so many reports coming in here. I traded Henry and Wandale for CD and PPR. Is that smart? I endorse that one in PPR. Yeah. I love Derrick Henry, man, but like
Wandale. Yeah, no, I endorse that as well. That's especially in PPR.
Surf and sweats. When you
get the meat sweats.
Oh, dude, good call from GT. Meat and beer would be a good name for a gay bar. Yeah. Meat and beer. Meat and wine. Meat and wine. Yeah. Fannin or Jonnu Smith, a non-PPR. Jonnu probably has a better chance at a touchdown. Maybe not, actually. This week, probably. I still want to go Fannin, though.
Man, I know people are really high on the Steelers tight ends, but like, what's his name? Like Darnell Washington could be the benefit. Like half the people could be starting Jonnu Smith, half could be starting Pat Front. They get 3 tight ends they rotate in, so I kind of don't. I get it. I don't want to start any of them. Go to Fannin. He's shown regular production. I know that Njoku got the touchdown last week, but go with the guy that's actually shown he can consistently get targets.
100%. Any chance of JSN wins Offensive Player of the Year over JT? I don't think so. The touchdowns, bro. It's the touchdowns. Yeah. He's going to score 25 minimum, right?
Yeah, JSN's playing out of his mind, but JT's got that locked up.
I'll get to your super chat in a second, Jason. Lucas says, I only come from Mark. So this is a different burner account saying the same thing. That is definitely a burner account, bro. And congratulations. You're really spending your time wisely hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Got to have the bib and cracker story in the whole 9.
I do have crab crackers, so I just need to find the bib somewhere.
Well, I'm thinking of the Seinfeld bib, right? When the Hamptons episode when he gets the lobster fresh out of the ocean. He's like, I got him fresh out of the ocean.
Oh, I love. He's got an awesome delivery in that. He's like, oh, she's like, George, these eggs are delicious. He's like, oh, where did you learn to cook like that? He's like, enjoying them. She's like, He's like, oh, good.
He's so happy, dude. Yeah. Oh, God.
You might want to try it with one of these.
She did screw him over, though, in that episode. Like, come on. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
That's just Jane driving back to New York in the middle of the night.
Shrinkage is real, bro. We all know it. And, like, here's the thing is, I don't know about you. I am definitely a grower, not a shower. So I don't like showing my limp dick to anyone. And it's not impressive. It's not impressive. It gets impressive. It gets decent. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, that's a fact. Like, so.
Sure. You saw the Workaholics episode with the micro dicks?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, I'm thinking of the sports betting one where he puts the fucking corn dog on there. And the thing starts because he's using a small urinal. And they're like, you must have a small dick. Even though I've used small urinals, I go back to Billy Madison when he's trying to pee in that little urinal. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do to pee.
I was doing some repair work at a printer at a middle school. You ever try taking a piss in a middle school bathroom since you've been an adult?
No.
It's you have to do squats. It's really crazy.
Do I play Addison or QJ? Addison's against the Bears.
I'm gonna go QJ.
Would you go Addison in full PPR because he's more likely to have more receptions, or is that?
He's definitely more likely to have more receptions. It makes it closer, but I think I'm gonna stick with QJ. I just trust Herbert more than I trust JJ McCarthy right now.
God, do you remember that we were talking about Dennis Leary? You remember his run he had? I actually read his book. Somehow, I haven't read many books in my life, believe it or not. And he had the fireman show. What was it? You know what I'm talking about? On FX?
Rescue Me.
Yeah, remember that? I read his book right around that time. Start Tet or Devonta Smith from Sack of the South.
Devonta Smith.
Yeah, we can't bench that man right now. I am a little worried about AJ Brown game incoming. But there's a lot of scoring to go around there. Mark, how bad is the Eagles' offense in person? And did you see A.J. Brown? And this is for you, actually, because you saw it. So this is supposed to be for story.
So did you see Jason Kelsey's comments today? He came out and he said that if they had called the game properly, the Eagles would have lost. And he's not wrong. I was commenting to my buddy, there was half a dozen false starts on the Eagles that they just did not call. Not on the one tush push they did, but on regular plays that ended up with huge gains. Now, there was a few on the Packers they missed as well, but the Eagles looked out of sorts. I don't know if they weren't prepared for the cold. It was cold up there, but the Packers also looked out of sorts. It's concerning. AJ Brown, he looked great when he was making blocks, but they just weren't targeting him. But nobody really got targeted.
Hold on? Can we defend? I can defend the Packers looking bad because on offense because they had no weapons, right? No weapons, and against elite defense. The Eagles are coming off a bye and they were healthy. That's different, and they both are going against good defenses. I get that, but Jalen Hurts missing throws. I can defend the Packers. I don't want to defend either of these teams because we're talking Super Bowl contenders. That was not impressive.
I'm not concerned, but they did look uninspired this game. I think they're going to turn it around. AJ Brown probably going to have a big game because he's been kind of ringing a bell about he's not happy.
Ray says in Road Trip flicks him off, at the end of the dog treat thing. And then GT, one of the best quotes of that movie, did you kill a cheetah? That's that's a trailer moment, right? Where he holds up, I got her panties, bro. Did you kill a cheetah? I boinked her. Did you just say boinked? I love that movie. Me and Ray did that back in the day. It was one of our first movie deep dives. Sorry. Number 4, number 5 Road Trip. That was when Ray actually spit in my house. He was trying to recreate the I could spit over this bridge, Bob Hope could jump this in a goddamn golf cart. And he did the whole thing, and he actually spit in here. And he's like, oh, it was awesome. It was awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, it was good. Bucky's situation is sketchy. At least hold him for a week. I mean, I don't know if I'm starting him. I'm not starting him in my leagues if he plays. If I have better options. Woody Marks, I'd play over Bucky, right?
Yeah, I would. So you got to assume that they're not going to trot him out there unless he's mostly healthy. But look at some of the reports. The foot's fully healed, it's fine. But the shoulder, man, there's a high risk of re-injury if they bring him back too early. So he could go out there and he could just be getting his feet wet, and you're not going to get much. At the same time, the Bucs use him as a full bell cow prior to the injury, so he might just swing back right into that role. I'm going to leave Bucky on the bench, and I'm going to make him show it to us.
I got to take a tinkle. Can you read these next 2 comments? Here's the second one is Matt Harmon also said Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 27 at the end of the season, rest of the season. Can you give me a Jacoby Myers take? And then the first one is the quarterback question.
Who do you start rest of the season? Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy, or Joe Flacco? I'm not sure why you got 3 guys on your roster unless you're just looking at one of those guys to pick up, but it's Daniel Jones for me. I'm not convinced that Brock Purdy is ever going to be anything more than a low-end QB1. And like I talked about with Flacco, he's going to have some good matchups, but there's going to be plenty of games when the Cincinnati Bengals are just kind of flat on offense. So I'm not really concerned about – plus, Joe Burrow's coming back at some point. It really looks like. Now, Rob had talked about previously, they lose a couple of games here, and Joe Burrow's absolutely not coming back. The franchise is probably going to be smarter than that. You never know. But, yeah, for me, it's Daniel Jones. And then the second one, Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 27 for the rest of the season. season. Does that mean that Brian Thomas's injury is worse than we thought and that he's actually not playing this week? Or does that mean that even with the emergence of Parker Washington, with Brenton Strange being activated from the IR to practice, and with Brian Thomas potentially coming back, that Jacoby Myers is still going to carve out a decent enough usage role to be wide receiver 2.5 relevant? And I love Matt Harmon, but that seems really aggressive.
I endorse all those things you said. Rome, I need help for flex. Burden, Sharp, Algier, Washington, half PPR. It's not Burden. I'm going to go Charbonnet. Or where'd you go, Algier? Or where'd you go, Parker Washington? It's Brian Thomas might play. So
if Brian Thomas doesn't play, I would go Parker Washington. If he does, I would go with Charbonnet and hope that he stumbles into the end zone. Like
he played more snaps than the thing is a tiny dancer, and he played Charbonnet played more snaps than him last week somehow.
Yeah.
How?
Even though he was What is your thought on Luther Burden? Because I've been hearing a lot of rumors about rumbles about pick him up. You got to hold him. You got to stash him.
Oh, I'm holding him. I'm holding him in a couple leagues. I'm not starting him. Jesus.
No. But yeah, I don't know. I just I got to see it. Like Olamide Zacchaeus still getting a ton of usage there.
Why? I get early in the year, but why? I saw a graph, what was it, separation graph or something on X, and Luther Burden is on the top. I know it's a small sample for him. He is on the very tippy top, bro, like by Justin Jefferson. And he looks like the real deal, bro. Like, do you buy his talent? I know you weren't the highest.
I do buy the talent.
But
yeah, we talked about it over the offseason. He had a bit of a down year last year, but I don't know. Like, let's get him on the field. Let's get him some usage.
It's worth it. We need the juice too. Jason, how did Jason Kelsey's last tampon push go? Third string linebacker did a WWE move to Hurts, and the Bucks stopped it at that game. Fucking awesome. God, Jason's fucking. I love you, Jason. Can I just say, like, I know another all-time comedy for me. I love you, man. Have you seen it, Story? You're probably not a fan.
I don't even know what it is. I love you, man. I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
All Rudd and Jason Segel.
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh, have you seen Knocked Up?
Yeah, I didn't care for them. I didn't care for that movie. It's too long, dude.
Good. That's what happens.
You don't need a 2.5-hour comedy. That's way too long.
I get it.
Oh, it's got Rashida Jones in it. I do like her.
Bro, I Love You, Man is awesome. I think I like it more than Knocked Up.
Andy Samberg. Andy Samberg's hilarious.
He plays his brother, a supporting role.
You ever see Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping? Yeah, Andy Samberg.
Slap at the base, dude. Slap at the base. You don't know. You like Rush, though. You like Rush, correct?
I love Rush.
Big Rush fan?
Okay. I want to see Rush this summer.
I'm going with you. Did you buy your tickets already?
No, not yet.
We're going. Erica wants to come too. My dad might fly in too. Who are you going with?
It's up in the air right now. Wes, Steve, Bill, maybe his dad.
Hold on. I have an idea. Story.
Okay.
Me and Erica, you and your wife, and we swing.
She doesn't like Rush.
Well, would she like swinging?
That I don't know. I haven't broached the subject.
That could be the fucking sweetener, bro.
Butter her, maybe she's in that. Butter her up with the swinging, and then I could get it over to Rush. Get her to the Rush.
Well, you can ask Ray. You know Erica. She comes to a lot of shows with me and my boys as like the only girl, and like I know it's kind of weird to bring a girl, but like Erica's not like that. She's fucking cool as hell, and I don't, I'm not feeling bad about bringing her to a show with guys. And you might see her titties because she gets drunk enough, dude. At a concert, it's acceptable to flash your titties. I do it all the time. Doesn't work the same,
Yeah, doesn't generate the same reaction.
No, right? Like I get fucking beers thrown at me. I don't get beers. Although if I open my mouth wide enough, I can get some drinks.
See, even better. If you can unhinge your jaw,
ETN,
then you're not.
ETN, Swift, Marks, Vidal need 2. Well, Vidal for show. For show, Vidal. And then is it ETN and Vidal? I know you hate ETN. You're gonna go.
I do hate ETN. I don't hate ETN. He's fine. I'd probably go Swift and Vidal. Yeah, I'd go Swift and Vidal.
Yeah. Ray says he wants to come to Rush, and you've never been to a concert with Ray. It's an experience. You will get front row if you go with Ray. He will. Clear. He's Chris Farley, bro.
They added 2 tour dates.
Yeah, it's at United Center, which I'm not too super thrilled about. But
I mean, it makes sense why they added 2 tour dates. It's a small venue.
Yeah, we have BTJ is playing in the chat. We don't know about that, but I kind of hope he does. Maybe I think I want him to sit out one more week, but they kind of need to win this week, right?
They definitely need to win this week.
GT movie trivia at Ray. Don't call me by my Christian name.
Don't call me by my Christian name. I don't know what that is.
Would you rather have Tet or Diggs? I'd rather have Tet.
For rest of the season, or well, it's too late for this week.
Yeah. I would rather have Tet. Miles says, "Hey guys, Rob, you saw my matchup on the Discord. Am I cooked?" No, you just got to win, and it's not that crazy, Mouth. I think you can get this one here. Earlier today, I traded Diggs and White for DK and Hampton. I'm in for that trade. I think DK and Diggs are really similar. No, not in terms of like week to week production, but rest of the season.
Hampton, yeah. I mean, God, you got to hope that Hampton comes back soon, but I'm not sure.
You like that trade though? I mean, I'm saying Hampton has an upside and DK is fine for Diggs.
Yeah, I mean, Hampton has the upside. That's what makes this trade good for me because White, like, even though he's been getting the bulk of the work, he hasn't done much with it. So, yeah, give me the Hampton upside.
We got Mike Swift in here. He sounds like a DJ, doesn't he? Mike Swift.
Oh,
what's up, fellas? What's up, chat? Everyone is at 90% win projections this week. No, but I think I'm going to win 70%. Story, I went 20. I thought it was 22-3 last week. I went 21-4 because I forgot we lost our matchup. 21-4 last week in fantasy.
It's pretty good. You ever done the coveted 100% win rate?
No, because I play 25 leagues. That's like impossible. I mean, that's actually impossible. Like, I will say this: Erica is in 11 leagues, right? Currently, as constructed, she has 8 buys. 8 buys, bro. Like, dude, her they're all Fantrax leagues, and they're 100s and 50s, not 250s like mine. She's gonna miss the playoffs in like one league and have like probably 6 buys, like minimum. That's her teams are fucking stacked, bro. Like awesome. They're as good as mine, and she just has Rashee Rice everywhere. So it's like take my teams, the players I drafted, and I just took Rashee Rice on her teams, maybe because I was feeling frisky. But it's crazy, and just she's gonna fucking kill it. Like, good for her. She's hooked now. Like she's playing 11 leagues. Like I want to get a shirt. My wife plays more fantasy than you, which is 11 leagues is.
Make it on T Public or whatever.
Huh?
You can make T-shirts on T Public or whatever. Yeah,
my mom actually is going to take care of all that shit. I'm going to make some Get Rage shirts and then Tiny Dancer shirts. Would you wear a Tiny Dancer shirt?
Yeah, I
would. It's so much more fun doing it to Ray, but I feel like people want to get it. I mean, I wish you could do it to me. You know what I mean? I wish you could do it to me. You're going to start singing it.
Yeah, you don't want to hear me sing.
No, what you got to do is just get your phone out and get the fucking song and just blare it when I'm in the middle of
I probably could do that, yeah.
Not going to have the same effect, but it's an effect, of course. Here we go. I'm starting Flacco. Methinks over Purdy, considering I want Flacco over Purdy this week, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you want to do that.
Yeah.
Micah, do that trade, man, with what I'm seeing. Do that trade. Like it's a winning move to trade for Hampton. It could go bad, but it's a winning move. And we don't think Hampton's going to be what he was before the injury. He's going to be a 60-40 timeshare probably. But I want him over Rachaad White. You agree?
Yeah. Yeah, no argument here. I like, again, Rachaad White should be performing much better than he is, but that might be an offensive line thing. That might be a Tampa scheme thing. It might be Rachaad White himself, but Hampton's got the upside. So it's a good deal.
Trade T and Sharp for Aaron Jones. No. Mikey, you love Aaron Jones. Tell him why you don't do this trade.
T. Higgins has been performing exceptionally well with Flacco, and Joe Burrow looks to be coming back at some point. Regardless, you're going to have a pretty good rest of the season for T. Higgins and Sharp. The upside, like the injury upside alone, is worth keeping it. Now, I don't think it's as egregious as you think. Like Aaron Jones that's his backfield, and he's got pass catching upside. Like you're very adamant that this is a no. What's your reasoning? Do you not believe in Aaron Jones? Do you think he gets too injured?
Charbonnet is a fine back end RB2, front end RB3 with a lead upside if Kenneth Walker goes down. And T. Higgins is a wide receiver too. And Aaron Jones is like a top 18 guy, top 16 guy. Charbonnet is a top 26 guy. So you're not upgrading that much. I get that it's an easier start, but you're losing T.
No, Charbonnet's not a top 26 guy. No way. Top 36 guy. I'll give you that. But he's not a top 26.
Well, he is currently ranked that way, Story. He played more snaps in the Tiny Dancer last week. Like, it's a 50-50 split. It's literally the fucking Detroit backfield. And he's on a team that is going to be blowing teams out with that defense. Like,
but
I'm not saying I feel comfortable starting Charbonnet, but
backfield is not a 50-50 split. That's Aaron Jones's backfield. And that makes me feel
he's also got a shoulder injury.
True.
Seemingly. Seemingly. I mean,
I wouldn't do the trade, but I think it's a lot closer than what you're saying. And if you need immediate production, like, you can trust Aaron Jones more so than you can trust Zach Charbonnet.
What are your take on? Give me a Shador's take, because Joe Blacko, what's going on, Joe? Says Shador's at least accurate. Dylan Gabriel's kind of accurate, but he just can't see anything, and he just has a weak arm. He's terrible. I owe a chug here, and then I have one more goal here. If you guys want to meet this one, I will do one more. That's got to be it for me, bro. I'm fading. Shador's at least accurate. Give me your Shador Sanders take.
I got nothing that I haven't said already over the offseason. I never thought he was a first round pick, let alone the top overall pick. His entire production in college was propped up by volume, and also having Travis Hunter. But I also said the same thing about Travis Hunter. I didn't think that he was worthwhile of that pick or worthwhile of winning the Heisman. Propped up by volume doesn't necessarily mean it translates in the NFL. So I've got nothing else to say about Shador Sanders. I don't think he's a starting NFL caliber quarterback. I think he's going to be a backup sooner rather than later in the league, and he'll be washed out by the time he's 32.
He's better than Dylan Gabriel, though.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel sucks.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel doesn't even count. Like,
but
fucking Wario, bro. What do you think about the Colts defense? Now they have Sauce Gardner, getting acclimated now after the bye, especially. You want them over the Eagles defense?
Like for this week or rest of the season?
Long term, rest of the season.
Rest of season. Let me see who the respective teams have. If we have somebody challenging on the schedule. All right. So I would definitely you can't play them this week because they're on bye, but the Eagles have the Detroit Lions this week. Not great. Then they get the Cowboys. That's good. And then they get the Bears. That's good. Chargers. That's good. So Herbert takes a ton of sacks. Vegas. That's awesome. Washington. Daniels might be back for that. Still, I think it's okay. Buffalo. I don't want to play him in that matchup. And then Washington again. Daniels will probably be back for that one.
No, they're not bringing Daniels back, bro. What are they? It's Washington, though. They might, but they shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't put him on IR. Like, you wouldn't not put him on IR unless you were planning on bringing him back.
What team is more likely? Both these teams are in the same boat. I feel like the Bengals have more of a route to make the playoffs because their division's shittier. But both these teams are pretty much dead in the water, right? Like, if they both lose this week, they're both eliminated. Which dumb franchise is more likely to bring their injured quarterback back? Is it
probably the Bengals?
Daniels? Yeah.
Probably the Bengals. Like, they're terrible. All right, so the Colts, they got to bye, obviously, and then they're at KC, not ideal. But then they get Houston, great. Then they get Jacksonville, great. Then they get Seattle, not ideal. San Fran, I'm not too worried about. Then they get Jacksonville, they close out with Houston. That's really close. That's a bit of a coin flip, man. Both of those have like two really tough matches, and the rest of it's both really good. Man, oh man, that's tough. Like, rest of the season,
I'm going Eagles. Give me Eagles, better defense.
Okay.
I trust the Eagles defense, bro.
You hate the Colts.
JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I do hate the Colts. I do. I love the Seahawks and I hate the Colts. I think the Seahawks are much more for real. Sven, JJ McCarthy, Tua, Purdy, or Mariota, 6 points per passing. This one's, I would say easy. I want to say JJ McCarthy, bro, against the Bears. Bears secondary's bad. They're at home. This has to be the week for JJ McCarthy. I'm going to say JJ McCarthy. Purdy, if he wasn't hurt, I'd say Purdy, but I don't like the matchup necessarily that much against the Cardinals.
I don't like that matchup either.
And I'm not starting Tua against that Greece game, and then Mariota, if it was 4 for a passing touchdown, I'd do it.
Would you call it a Greece game?
They're in Greece.
Oh no, they're in Spain.
Spain, Greece, same fucking shit.
We're almost in
Madrid. Well, they seem similar to me. They have,
I thought you meant like it was a greasy game. Like
no, Ray is a greasy man. I've been saying Greece. What am I talking about? Why do I
no.
host a podcast story? I'm an idiot.
I would. Yeah, McCarthy.
Hold on. It's a five for a passing touchdown. That's actually what my league is. I like 5. 5 is the best number. 4 is unfair for pocket passers. 6 is unfair for rushers. So 5 is a good number. Did that change it for you?
God, that makes Mariota a lot closer. 5 for pass. It is a bit of an odd one. I probably, in that case, 5. I'd probably go Mariota. Yeah.
I ain't doing. I believe in JJ McCarthy this week, and again, I'm going full circle. I have been blasting JJ McCarthy for so long, right? Like I've been really critical of him more than you even. Coming out of college, like yeah. Ugh.
You just have no faith in the Bears secondary. Then you must.
No, I have faith in Justin Jefferson going nuclear this week, and that's going to be tied to. He also kills the Bears, bro. Justin Jefferson, like who's going to guard him? Who?
I don't know. Kevin Byard? No, he's a safety. I don't know. Good question.
GT says meat and wine. He spelled it different. Would be for straight women. No, we could do meat. No, well, it had to be like something else, and wine would be the lesbian bar, right? Because they like wine. Who knows what they like?
Like a lot of women like wine. I gotta go drain the lizard. So.
All right, he's draining the lizard. I'll keep it going here. 12-team PPR. Need 2 running backs and a flex. Chase Brown, Rashad White, Jalen Warren, and Dowdle. Dowdle for sure. He's in there for sure. I think Jalen Warren is in there for sure as well. And then I'm leaving out Rashad White. That is the answer there, because even if Bucky doesn't come back, Sean Tucker's taking a decent amount of the snaps there. So give me Warren, Chase Brown, and Rico Dowdle. Interesting stat here. Jalen Warren, I was really tempted to bet his under in yards. 75 rushing yards on DraftKings right now. And the thing is, he had 116 the last time that these two teams played. And the Bengals defense, in particular, their rush defense is just piss poor. But that's a high number, and that just tells me start Jalen Warren, Dowdle, and Chase Brown. I was one of the 19% of managers to start Henderson. Brian, almost everyone started Henderson, unless you had like way better options. But it felt good, right? Yeah, Ray, you're crushing, and you know what? There's gonna be a good matchup this week against me and you. So JT is having a Hall of Fame season, not just me saying that. It's stats. JSN could. In a normal year, JSN would win it, but if you have a running back scoring 25 to 30 touchdowns, it ain't happening for JSN. Sorry. Favorite real life moments on Seinfeld is top of the muffin bit. I do like that, and just the lady coming in, GT, to the store, be like, giving all the homeless people the stumps. Like that, they should be happy. Stumps are fine. I prefer the tops too. Stumps are fine. I don't mind the stumps of. It's Always Sunny for me, GT, but I'm a big Workaholics fan. But It's Always Sunny is a top 3 show for me of all time, comedy show of all time, maybe show of all time too. I'm a big Sunny guy. For me, it's Sunny or Seinfeld. That's the discussion. That's the discussion for like the biggest, best shows for me. Did you hear Jalen Warren? You know what Jalen Warren's rushing total is at this week against the Bengals? I can't hear you. You're muted.
I would guess 54.5.
75.
No, it's not. Jalen Warren.
Yeah. I wanted to bet the under, dude, but like he had 116 last time against the Bengals. And the Bengals are just terrible. I know. It's such a high number, bro.
That's got to be his highest of all time.
Trust me. I'm not talking about rushing and receiving. I'm talking about rushing line, dude. I know. I hate betting unders. I bet Matt Stafford's passing yards under at 269. But like, I didn't want to have 2 unders on the card this week. But I saw that. I was like, this is a good bet. But I looked at the last couple of weeks. He has hit this number 2 of the last 3, and then off the game he played on Thursday night against the Bengals. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I added Sam Darnold over 3.5 rushing yards, though. Think about that one. He has not been running, but
he hasn't run at all. Like my biggest concern there would be him kneeling it out at the end of the game.
Well, if he kneels it out, you just don't win it anyway. But the Rams have a good pass rush. I feel like he has had no reason to run. Similar how Drake May hasn't had any reason to run like this game against the Jets. He will have a reason to run in this game because it's gonna be a tight game. Like pass rush, you know what I'm saying? Like they've been up by 28 points in the first quarter the last like 4 weeks. So why would Sam Darnold be running?
My big, like I said, my worry would be like, so 3.5, so he gets to 5, and then he does 2 kneel downs, and you lose it. Like that feels like a
right. I get it. I just know that he averaged 13 yards rushing last year a game when he was running a lot. Like he has a 25-yard rush this year. He's actually really athletic.
Different scheme though.
I know. I know it seems like a stupid bet.
You got Kevin O'Connell in downfield passing attack versus like the zone running scheme of the Seahawks this year. Like it's a different.
Don't you poo on my bet story? You should just be like, well, Rob bet it, so it's probably gonna hit because they hitting, boys. They fucking hitting.
Yeah.
I'll give away one more. I like to keep this for the Patreon guys, but this one really blew my mind because it's been playing so bad. It's just, and maybe you're gonna guess it right now. It's Darnell Mooney against the Panthers. Now you have J.C. Horn pretty much shadowing Drake London this week. What do you think his number's at?
45.5.
27.5.
No, is it really?
Dude, he's been terrible, right? And Penix's been terrible too. But did you hear the report? He had a broken collarbone. They didn't report it.
No, when was this?
It said shoulder injury, bro. That was in the preseason. Remember the shoulder injury he had?
Yeah.
And he's gonna be out a while. They said it was a broken collarbone, bro.
Dude, these teams have been playing
what
fast and loose.
How are you not going to report that?
Well, they've been playing really loose with the injury reporting this year. Like the NFL's got to crack down on this shit. If they want gambling, if they want to be a partner with the gambling companies, they got to crack down on this shit. Like,
dude,
you can't.
A collarbone is not a shoulder injury. First off, that's an AC joint sprain. You could say that is. A collarbone's right here. That's not really a shoulder. That's like a chest injury.
It goes right here.
Yeah, but it's not really a shoulder. It's more of a chest.
Let's see what,
it's like a hybrid.
See what ChatGPT says if the collarbone is.
Yeah, what do you guys think in the chat? Is a collarbone a shoulder or a chest, or is it just a collarbone? You know what the answer is, Story? It's a collarbone injury. How about that?
So, according to the Google AI overview, yes, the collarbone is considered part of the shoulder as one of the three main bones that form the shoulder joint, along with the shoulder blade, scapula, and the upper arm bone, humerus.
I don't believe any of that. That's bullshit. No, okay. The answer, Story, is it's just a chest. It's not it's a collarbone injury. That's the actual reporting that should be happening. If you don't want to say it's broken, don't say it's broken. It's a collarbone, which if it's a collarbone injury, it's broken or not.
Yeah.
So can you believe that though?
It could be dislocated. When a dude gets a dislocated collarbone, that's a serious medical emergency. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's even worse, right?
That's like that has the potential to puncture your internal organs and could cause extreme serious injury or even death. That's why when a dude has a dislocated collarbone, they will get him on the cart and get him in the ambulance right away.
You're not worried about AJ Brown, right? This is just posturing, right?
He's just I'm not worried about it at all. He's upset, and actually I don't mind it a little bit that he's upset. The Eagles offense isn't what it was last year, but it's still a good offense, right? Like what has changed in that offense?
Nothing. Banana Republic, Swift or ETN? Swift. You hate ETN. You despise ETN.
I don't hate ETN.
Mahomes or Stafford? This one's really easy for me. I'll let you go on this one.
Mahomes.
Brian says Zach played more snaps because they were up 100 points at the half. Man, y'all hate K9. Bro, he's played more snaps all year. So if you think I hate K9, the joke of the tiny dancer is funny. I think K9's an elite talent. He's a tiny dancer, yes. Zach Charbonnet fits more with this offense. He's a better get the yards blocked kind of player, better pass blocker, and better a coach's pet. Kenneth Walker is a far superior talent. But look at the snap share all year, Brian, and it's literally Zach Charbonnet 55%, Kenneth Walker 46%. It's not quite. It adds up to over 100 because sometimes they play in the same time. One plays fullback. Would you agree, Story? Like Charbonnet has played more this year.
In the snap counts, really that much of a disparity that Charbonnet has a higher snap percentage than Kenneth Walker. I wouldn't have guessed that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. I have it right here. Here we go. Last week, Charbonnet. Oh shit. Okay, Charbonnet 37%, Ken Walker 44%. I was wrong there. Walker 57-35 the week before, but then we have 51-44 Charbonnet, 60-35 Charbonnet, 56-44 Charbonnet, 50% Walker, 47% Charbonnet, 55% Charbonnet, 35% Walker, and then 58% Charbonnet, Walker, 40%. That's a 60-40, bro. Like, I know the last couple of weeks have been better, but I've said it. Right. I bet on Walker last week. I was saying it moved.
Part of the issue is Charbonnet is so inefficient that when he gets the ball, they have to give it to him more because he's on the field for more plays because he's going for 2 yards a carry. Like,
yeah. I'm just telling you what the numbers say, man. And I watched the games too, and they love Charbonnet there. You can't debate they don't love him. Like, it's not like game script, dude. They love Charbonnet. He's in there in the goal line. He's in there on third downs. He's in there in like on obvious pass blocking situations. They love Charbonnet.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Charbonnet too. He's a great player. It's Kenneth Walker's a better player. He's a better talent. I don't think Kenneth Walker's a better player than Zach Charbonnet at this point of his career.
You don't think so?
Well, the tiny dancing, dude. Like, that's I'm telling you. It's a joke, but it's not a joke. Like, this team is a no-nonsense team, and they don't like the fact that every once in a while he could get 4 yards and he loses 5. They don't like that. They don't want getting put behind the chains, man. Like, this team is a defensive team, defensive head coach, right? McDonald doesn't like that shit. I'm telling you. Just look at what the snap share says. And I did say after the bye, I said the last 2 weeks that I saw a shift. That's why I bet Kenneth Walker's yards. I saw a shift that I think going forward is going to be 55 or 60% Kenneth Walker. I am on record saying that. I would rather have Kenneth Walker than Charbonnet in fantasy, but like Charbonnet ain't going away. That it's just not. David Montgomery hasn't gone away.
No, he hasn't.
So why? Like, the disparity in talent between Gibbs and Montgomery is much greater than Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. It's not even a debate.
Would you Bijan Algier, right? Like, or Swift or not Swift, Pacheco and Hunt.
Yeah, well, but they hate Pacheco. Junk Buster, one of my favorite names in the chat here. Start Metcalf or T. Higgins. Same game. I mean, you got to be T. Higgins. You got to go T. Higgins. I can't start Metcalf.
I can't trust Metcalf like at all.
You know, DK Metcalf has 41 receiving yards in his last 2 games combined.
He's got a touchdown, but wait, does he have a touchdown?
Gross. No, not the last 2 games. So he scored like 5 fantasy points.
Yeah, dude. Like, what's his name? Was all about DK Metcalf early in the year. Come on, he was on the podcast with us.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the chat.
Kappa was all about DK Metcalf early in the year.
Oh, he said he expected a Megatron level season. Remember that? We were just both like, whoa. And I love DK, but I was like taken aback. And early in the year, it kind of looked like that when Aaron Rodgers was playing a little better.
Yeah.
Not Calvin Johnson level, but like it looked better.
Combination of Aaron Rodgers playing poorly and him spreading the ball around, which was not expected.
It's not his fault, though, honestly. Like, he's not playing particularly great, but they have no one else to take any attention away from him. It's tight ends, and it's Calvin Austin, and it's Roman Wilson. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
What is that? Jason says, I'm not into the upside-down pineapple stuff, but I've lived down the road from multiple nudist colonies, and it's like women known for swingers resorts. You know what, Jason? I'm sending Jason a hat because he's a professional fanatic, and he's just been hooking me up hardcore, getting a free hat. I know your address now, so I'm coming down to see you, and I can check out these nudist colonies, and we can have a good time. Man.
What is the upside-down pineapple stuff?
That's the sign of swingers.
It is?
You didn't know this?
No,
I didn't. I know all things swinging.
So if somebody puts like an upside down pineapple on their porch, that means they're down to swing.
Yeah, even normal pineapple, anything pineapple is just
dude, I'm gonna start leaving pineapples on my friends' porches.
Do it. Yeah, I mean, we want to see Kanan unleashed, and we did see it early in his career for sure. It's just the Charbonnet thing. I don't know, man. I only have Kenneth Walker in one league out of 25. I don't know. Do you have him, Story?
No, I don't have him anywhere.
I have Charbonnet and more because Charbonnet went later, and I would be very upset if I was. I would be very upset if I was a Tiny Dancer owner.
I'm not upset that I don't have either one of those guys because if Charbonnet doesn't score a touchdown, you're not happy with his day.
Mouth has a good comment here. Let's just assume for this week that there's no there's no Bucky Irving. Half PPR, because full PPR, I think we go White. Half PPR, you want to start Tucker or Rachaad White? Half PPR.
No, I'm still starting Rachaad White.
Is the answer neither?
The answer is probably neither, to be honest. But if gun to my head, I would start Rachaad White over Sean Tucker.
Yeah, Miles has a good point. Also, Buffalo is just a small defense that's bad between the tackles, so that would line up. And I was starting Sean Tucker in a few spots, and then I kept him in a few, and I'm starting Keaton Mitchell over. Well, if Bucky comes back, I'm starting Keaton Mitchell. I know it sounds gross. I'm starting Keaton Mitchell, but there's no Justice Hill, bro.
Yeah,
it appears.
Anybody have a slower linebacking core than the Bills?
And they're small, small and slow.
Yeah, it's. Like they're getting beat by tight ends off the line. It's crazy.
Titan style. I don't care what AJ Brown does. Do not trade him for Jamison Williams. Like Jamison Williams is a headache. Like you're trading one headache that reads books to another guy that just doesn't read books, but it's also a headache.
Yeah, don't forget that AJ Brown went through this last year as well, and he was just fine at the end of the year.
It's not going to ever be even where you drafted him going forward. He will never return. He'll never be from this point on, where would you rank him? Top 20, top 22, top 18?
He's definitely a top 24. No, he's top 20. He's AJ Brown, top 18. Locking in top 18. He's AJ Brown.
Brian, I can promise you I watch a lot of Seahawks games, bro. Like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Like, I watch a lot of Seahawks games. I love Kenneth Walker. I just read you the snap counts. Story, did you hear the snap counts? What does that tell you?
That it's pretty 50-50. We've covered this, man. It's not
a 50-50 split. It's actually a 55-45 Charbonnet leading split, right? That's what the stats say. Look at the snap counts. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm just saying we've covered it. Like, you're not going to change his mind.
No, but I'm just trying to tell him, like, the numbers are numbers. Like, I'm just giving you the numbers. That's all the numbers say. But I like the tiny answer. And you know what? Just for that, I'm going to play this just because I love it. It's awesome. We love it. We love Kenneth Walker on this show.
I do love Kenneth Walker. I'm really sad that he's having a down year.
We loved him in Michigan State, bro. We loved him. You loved him especially
LA
coming
Lady, whatever the next line is, seamstress or some stuff. I can't remember.
Okay, Peyton's just trolling at this point. Now he's saying JSN's the front runner for Offensive Player of the Year. Like, nah, bro. Sorry. This is a big Seahawks fan, but we love JSN, dude. I have JSN in 8 leagues out of 25, so clearly I love JSN. But JT is going to score 30 touchdowns this year.
Very possible.
Like, he's on pace for what, 28?
It's a lot. Somewhere in that range, yeah, 27.8 or something like that.
Bengals, even if eliminated, should bench Burrow, but still bring him in for 1 quarter of football to keep him. It's just such a mess there. If they win this week, they're going to have a chance. But here's the problem: is the next 3 weeks, it's not any easier. They have the Ravens in 2 weeks after this. And I think it's I forget who the week is after this. It's tough. It's like 3 really tough games. Let's see. What should they do? Like, if they go 1-1 and they're 4-7, should they bring them back? Like, no. What would you do, Story?
You don't bring him back until you fix that freaking defense. Like, the defense is getting torched left and right. You're not going to win in the playoffs anyway, so there's 0 point in bringing him back. Even if you had a prayer because your offense is so good, the fact that your offense has to be on the field longer because your defense sucks so much means that's more opportunity for Burrow to get hit and re-injured. Like, if you sneak into the playoffs, you're not getting past the first round. There's 0 point in bringing him back. Fix the defense in the offseason and address it from there. You've got the offensive pieces in place. Now go to the draft and draft defensive players and trade in the offseason. Find some guys to fix that defense.
You know who their next 5 games are? At Steelers, home against the Patriots, at Ravens, at Bills, home against the Ravens. Bro, like there's just no, and he could come back. He might come back against that Ravens game, that 3rd week thing, if they go 2-0. But like, again, like you said, what are they bringing him back for? What's the point of bringing back Joe Burrow if you can't protect him and your defense is allowing 40 points to bad teams? They gave up 38 points to the Jets. This Jets team we saw, they gave up, what was it, 39 points, 40 points?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a riddle. Like, you can, like, people will study that. I go back to the 7 quote of people will be studying this and looking at this. The Bengals defense just historically awful, and it's worse than last year, actually. I think maybe not numbers wise, but eye test wise, because now you don't have Trey Henderson right now. He's out.
And no, but they're stupid organization. They're gonna make they're the type of organization that would bring Joe Burrow back.
Snatch or Fight Club? What do you got?
I've never seen Snatch.
I have. I love Brad Pitt, but Fight Club's an all-timer for me. So, are you a fan of Fight Club, Story? I know you're not your biggest.
Yeah, I'm not a big David Fincher fan. Fine.
What? David Fincher's a top 3 director. I love David Fincher. Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Gone Girl, baby. Gone Girl.
Yeah, I love that movie. I think that movie's outstanding. But Fight Club, it's okay.
Max, I got you, bro. I'm going to send you the email right as the stream ends. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So give me 15 minutes. We have 15 or 20 minutes left here, and I will send you that right away, bro. Appreciate you. Let's see. Got a couple more questions here. We're almost down to the nitty gritty. Ali says Josh Jacobs plus Jaden Daniels for Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, and George Kittle. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is not playing football this year again, most likely. So
that's a lot. Jalen Hurts,
yeah,
George Kittle and Trey Benson. That's a lot. Now,
yeah,
what's the word on Trey Benson? There's been nothing on him. Like,
not great. Nothing. He's day to day. He'll be back by 13, maybe 14 at the latest.
Okay. Yeah, that's an instant smash.
Yeah, even without Trey, like whatever. Trey Benson's a tossing at that point, right?
Yeah. Yeah, do it.
Jason, first rule of Fight Club is you don't speak of the Ray unless Ray's name is spoken of. That's true. Let's see. I don't know if you all do this, but we this is all we do, Steve. You guys control the show here. Wandale or Jennings?
Jennings.
Oh, you have Pearsall. Pearsall coming back though. Does that change it for you?
It doesn't really bother me too much. I would. Yeah, I can't trust Jameis Winston to make any one guy relevant.
What?
It might be a Slayton game. It might be
no, dude. Slayton's questionable. Slayton might not play.
Yeah, if Slayton doesn't play, then yes, Wandale seems like the best play. But if not, I would go Jennings.
Now, I guess we're not going to give you much help because I'm going Wandale. Dude, give me a receiver with Jameis Winston. That's all I need to know. I know the matchup's tough, but the Cardinals have no slouch either, bro.
This is the primacy effect. Everybody remembers the good about Jameis Winston, but you forget the games when he threw for 112 yards and 4 interceptions, and nobody was relevant in the we can't forget that Jameis Winston isn't a like. There's a reason that they went to Jackson Dart and not Jameis Winston right away. He's a career.
Everyone in here, we are 2 subs away from 2,700. So let's make that happen here tonight. 2,700 is a big number here. Taylor, give me a quick take on this one story so we can get through these questions. What's your all's opinion on LSU hiring Jimbo Fisher yesterday? Do you have an opinion on that?
As far as I know, LSU didn't hire Jimbo Fisher yesterday.
Oh, okay. So I see. I'm not really a college guy. You are.
I mean, I could look it up, but I think I would have heard something if it was yesterday.
Seattle is so good at home, probably toughest place to play. Yeah, I think that's the best. Is that the best home field advantage in football right now, Story? Packers was good, but that's a long bro. That was a long one, man.
I'm trying to think. There's the Chiefs is a really good home environment. It's it's really loud there.
And you get the calls, which helps too.
Yeah. But yeah, Seattle, don't get me wrong, 12th man and all that. Dude, I'm not seeing anything about Jimbo Fisher getting hired by LSU.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Trone says I went up against Henderson in May tonight. They had 44 points early in the third quarter, but only ended up with 50. He has a 50% chance to win. Drake May let us down, Story. He let us down a little bit. It wasn't terrible. It could have been worse. I thought he'd get 2 touchdowns. You know what? He had a chance at it.
He did have a chance at it, and then they fumbled it in the red zone. Let's see what he ended up with tonight and our matchup. 18.25%. Our odds to win dropped by approximately 8%.
Oh God, Jason, real quick, I got to just comment before I get to super. Eastern time zone blows. 2 a.m. my time. Got to work in a couple hours. What a beast! What a beast he is. And then he sends to leave the show. This guy's a professional fanatic in the Patreon. $22 a month. He's helping me out. He gives me a $5 super. Rob does have my address. Hope he's not a clown. On the side, not a good record in Chicago for clowns. Great stream. Never disappoint, brother. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Jason knows what's up. We had a whole John Wayne Gacy bozo conversation because they're both.
Yeah, I saw the short that you put out on it.
It's pretty good. It's this, again, that's what you're gonna get from the show. That was wild. That's wild. I was a little off, a little out on left field there, but it was kind of a joke. But bozo has helped a lot of children, but unfortunately, we're talking about murdering children from John Wayne Gacy. That's terrible. We don't want John Wayne Gacy ever to exist.
Yeah.
But definitely a black eye on Chicago. And you know what? It sucks because we've got a lot of issues here in the Midwest with these serial killers. I don't like it.
Do you know the FBI estimates that at any given time there are 300 serial killers active in the United States?
Well, they also count a serial killer as multiple. Only once you get multiple. I like to get double digits before you talk about a serial killer. You know what I mean? I don't I'm not saying I like that, but they throw around the term a little too loosely. It's like how the Falcons throw around shoulder injury with collarbones, broken collarbones. No, it's a broken collarbone. He's killed multiple people. Serial killer. 5. How about 5 or more? We say 5 or more. So we
I
really know
don't
who to
know.
look out for.
I think they define it by 3 or more, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's weird. Timothy, would you trade away Hurts, A-Chain, and Pickens for Jonathan Taylor and Devontae Adams? If you have a good quarterback, I would consider it, but that's a lot, bro.
A-Chain's
a lot.
I know, like A-Chain's such a stud right now.
I know.
Pickens has had some down games. It definitely could come back to him. Hurts, it depends. Like if you got a solid QB that you're willing to roll with, I would say, yeah, you're getting Jonathan Taylor, the best offensive player in not a non-quarterback. Otherwise, man, Hurts and A-Chan, that's a lot.
We've talked a lot of movies today, but when you said hurting, I always think of 40-year-old virgin. Like you said, she was hurting for a squirting. Like that came out of your mouth. Yeah, for sure. That's how I talk. Like Steve Carell. Oh man, you're not a big fan of that movie as well, are you?
My wife likes that movie. I think it's fine. I think it's funny. It's got some good lines in it. Well, I didn't know that.
It's the same as all of those movies. The long ones, the last 40 minutes kills it. Like the first hour and 20 minutes of 40-year-old virgin is like all time. And then it gets to the love story, and it's What's going on, Michael? He always gets in here a little late. Additionally, would you trade Pickens for Tyler Warren straight up? That makes sense. If you need a tight end, Tyler Warren, set it and forget it. Top fucking 6, top 5 guy, right?
Don't forget Tyler Warren's on bye, so you have to account for that. And assuming you have accounted for that, then yes, I do agree that that's a very fair trade.
Story is right there with you. Story is right there with you, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm definitely disappointed in both of those. Unbelievable.
Smitty, thank you, GT. He just donated. We're 2 away from one more chug. It's got to be my last chug, guys, because we're almost done anyway. Start 1, Hunt, White, or Monty. We don't know this. Let's assume this is full PPR. It's Kareem Hunt, right? We love him.
So I don't think Pacheco's playing this week, but you got to keep an eye on that. If he does, Kareem Hunt's off my radar.
Pacheco's out.
He's not out, but he was back.
He's not ruled out, but he's not playing. Assuming
that he's out, it's Kareem Hunt. They love him there, and we thought that Rashard Smith was going to get some increased workload. He did not. So it's Kareem Hunt.
Same. We got the Chaz in the chat right now. Chaz, let me know in the chat on the bottom how you feeling after those 3 beer chugs last night. I've already done like 5. Based on Monday Night Football, Detroit will have too much offense for the Eagles. 27-21. Do you endorse that score? What is your prediction?
I think it's going to be higher scoring for the Detroit Lions. I think you're looking at a 38-31 affair.
Woo! 69 points. Nice.
Yeah.
The Smitty, start Purdy or Flacco. I think we on board
talked about
starting Purdy's first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Bengals just don't think. Yeah, Bengals are just stupid. They're bad. Can't trust Winston. Jameis is a fantasy wizard. He's had, but Story makes a good point. He's had some stinkers where he throws 3 picks and he doesn't get the garbage time. I'm
gonna pull up his game logs from last year because I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this. But I'm telling you, Jameis Winston puts up as many duds for fantasy as he puts up his great games. His great games are great games.
His great games are 440 yards.
So let's look at 2024 here. All right, so he didn't play for the first 5 games. Then he came in 5 for 11, 67. He must have come in for somebody injured. Okay, so then, next game 334 and 3. Great. The week after that, 235 and 1 with 3 interceptions. The week after that, 395 and 2. Awesome. The week after that, 219, 0 passing touchdowns and an interception. The week after that, 497 and 4 with 3 interceptions. That's great. 146, 0 with 3 interceptions. What are we talking about here? Like, you've got just as much chance of him putting up a dud and Wan'Dale Robinson getting, peppered with PPR targets. So in PPR, it's probably fine. In a half PPR, he could get 6 receptions for, 37 yards because Winston has a dud game. And everyone's going to be like, oh, how could Jameis Winston let us down? Well, how could he let us down? Because he's Jameis Winston and he's on his 4th fucking team. Like,
tell us how you really feel, Story. Let's go. You sound like me with the Kenneth Walker dude. I love it. I love the passion. This is first take.
Like, where's Molly on a pedestal? Like, let's go back to 23.
Well,
you know what? We've done it.
I'm starting him. Let me ask you this. Would you start Trevor Lawrence against the Chargers or Jameis Winston? That's gross.
It's gross, man.
Hold on. Before you do it, I got to play this clip just because this is literally the biggest idea of that.
I was between that and Muhammad. Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
It's rough. I'm not starting Trevor Lawrence against that Chargers defense with possibly no Brian Thomas. I'm starting fucking Jameis Winston, who's going to have a lot of passing yards. It's also Fantrax with 20 yards per point for passing.
Against Green Bay's defense, though. Like, this is also a tough defense.
I know it's -1 for pick, and it's 4 for passing touchdown, -1 for pick, but it's every 20 yards is a point instead of every 25 yards.
If it was -2 for pick, would you go Lawrence?
Oh, yeah, you have to there. But you see what I'm saying? It's -1 for a fumble. Turnovers don't really matter. I just want yards, bro.
I think a lot of leagues are their standard is -2 for a pick.
Yeah. So what do you think? Should I do that? What I'm doing just because the upside? Like, what's the upside of Trevor Lawrence?
I don't know. Are you a favorite or are you an underdog in this matchup?
I don't know. I have to look. I'm doing it in 2 leagues. I'm starting. I also want the Jameis experience in my life. Okay, I want it in my life, and I don't want the Trevor Lawrence experience currently against the Chargers.
Let me tell you what the Jameis experience was in this game against Minnesota: 13 for 25 for 122 and 2 interceptions.
Jesus. GT, thoughts on the biker movie with Tom Hardy and Austin Butler? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Biker movie.
Hey, any players tradable, or you could trade for if the price is right. He says, doubt anyone would trade away Jonathan Taylor. That was a haul. So, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, Baltimore to the bowl. Sorry, go back to your Jonathan Taylor thing. Anyone's worth trading, right?
Yeah, yes. Anyone. So you got to look at it from an emotional perspective because logically anybody's worth trading. The price is right. But dudes get really attached to their fantasy players. Like, imagine trying to pry Jamar Chase away from the Jamar Chase manager after his 15 target game. It'd be near impossible. You'd need to give up like a Jonathan Taylor. And it's the same thing with Taylor after he's got a million touchdowns on the year. Like, it's going to be difficult. But anybody should be at the right price. But it's just, Jodie Comer's in that movie. It's called The Bike Riders. I've never heard of it.
Huh. I see MVP in here. Shout out MVP Phantoms. He's a member of the Patreon. Shout out to you, brother. BB Manning says Baltimore to the bowl. We have a lot of tickets on the Ravens, 25-1, 22-1, 20-1, winning the Super Bowl story. And you might have cashed yours out, but you were in Florida, so you couldn't cash them out when Lamar was ruled out against the Bears. And I have like $200 on the Ravens at 20-1 or 25-1. It's a lot of money.
I've got some preseason stuff, so I'd have to go back and add it up. But yeah, I got them at 29-1.
How are we feeling now?
I'm feeling better. I mean, I don't know what the current odds are. Like, last I checked, they were plus 1,800 to win.
Dude, no, they're 1,400 plus 14-1 right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got almost double that. It's just the Steelers. I don't care even what happens. The Steelers are frauds. That was the reason I made the bet when they were 1-5. I was like, the Steelers are not good. The Bengals have a historically bad defense, and I didn't trust the Bill. I trust the Bills, although they're looking bad, and the Chiefs are. I just don't feel like it's their year. They have a better team than last year on paper.
1,300 now.
Dude, I feel good about it, man. We can start hedging a little bit too in the playoffs. You know, we have $4 or $5 on the line to win. Start throwing a couple hundo, the other way when they have these matchups. I love it. They're going to make the playoffs. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. You know how adamant I was about that story on so many streams, right? And everyone's like, they're 1-5, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm not worried about it. Derrick Henry, the defense is getting healthy. Would you guys trade away J-Mo, Harvey, and Marks for Waddle? No, way too much. Way too much.
That's too much. Like, especially the run that Harvey's going to have with J.K. Dobbins on the shelf.
Purdy is starting, John. That's official. He is starting.
That's a fact.
Michael, sorry, I'm late.
Pearsall's playing?
What?
Is it a fact that Pearsall's playing?
Yeah, Pearsall's playing. That seems like a fact. It's crazy. They're injuries. They got to report this shit better. I passed after the game. You know how those indicas are, bro. Michael says, yeah, indicas make you a little sleepy. I love it. Only one season, Sopranos or The Wire. You know what? I'm embarrassed to say this. I have not watched Sopranos, and I've watched everything. Story. No, I'm saving it. It's like my desert island thing. I'm saving it. Here's a little thing that I would say. I'm saving it because there's nothing good coming out now. I'm saving it for like maybe this winter. I say that every winter, and I want to save it because I don't know much about it. I know like the premise. I don't know any of the spoilers besides the ending. But I watched Breaking Bad. I've watched it 3 times since I watched it for the first time like 4 years ago. And if it's as good as Breaking Bad, I'm in for a treat, brother.
Dude, Oh man, Sopranos is one of the best series of all time. The ending's a little weak.
I know, that's
But
what
in
everyone tells
general,
me.
it's gritty. It's hilarious. Like it's quotable. Like it's stupid funny.
Story.
Yeah.
Everyone told me The Godfather was the best movie they ever seen too, and that movie's terrible.
Okay, but I agree with you. I think The Godfather's fine. I don't think it's that great. It's
Well,
good.
it's not overrated, right?
It's okay. I don't think it's terrible, but like you should have come to me. Like my recommendations are for the most part very good.
Is it better than Breaking Bad?
I have never seen Breaking Bad.
What?
Yeah.
See, look at we're fucking reverse, bro.
All right. I've heard nothing but people have been like harping on me to watch Breaking Bad, and
I
just
promise you'll be
it.
hard the entire time. So, we're not giving ourselves a lot of cred here on the movie pods we're gonna do on the show pods because like that. But like the thing is, we've watched a lot of other things. You're saving it, right? And The Sopranos is just in this lure, in the lure of just everyone.
Yeah.
We gotta watch it at the same time. Not like together, but like you watch Breaking Bad, I watch Sopranos, and we'll just report back to each other.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Agreed.
What do you guys think in the chat? What's better? Sopranos, that you've seen both of them, Sopranos or Breaking Bad? I know, like, here's the thing. There's probably no Breaking Bad without Sopranos. And that's the thing about The Godfather, right? There's no Goodfellas without The Godfather. I understand that. Godfather's like the Beatles. I don't like the Beatles. I think they're overrated. I like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin.
The Godfather? Hang on 1 second. Keep talking.
Oh, I can do that. Play Jameis for the experience. That's what I'm saying, Titan. You got to play him for the experience. MVP decided to trade Ferguson and Sutton for Bowers. I endorse that trade, man. What's crazy is Ferguson's still the tight end 3 on the season on the back of all those touchdowns and the 11 or 12 catch game he had. I love that. Sutton's just not looking good. They're not using him right. So I love that trade right now. That's a league winning trade, MVP. How do you feel about Jared Goff as in a 1 quarterback 4 passing touchdown league? It's not as good as what it could be if it was 6 for a passing touchdown or passing yard bonuses, but he's fine. He's a top 12 dude just because he has these blow up weeks. Titan Style thinks it's gonna be a high scoring game. Goff 25 or 30. Purdy got the paycheck. That's the thing. Mac Jones is playing really well, but the paycheck, and again, Kyle Shanahan's not a guy that's just, I'm going to give the guy, play the guy that makes more money. In this case, they're really similar. Purdy's probably a little better, and he got the money. So if you guys think the Lions-Phillies game will be high scoring, you're still going Stafford over Goff. Are you going Stafford over Goff because you think it's such a high scoring game? You're going Goff. You got to put your money where your mouth is, Story.
I'm still going Stafford over Goff because I think that Stafford, I think you're going to see plenty of Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs scoring rushing touchdowns. I think Goff is going to be very fine. They're really close, but I would go Stafford. Like, assuming that Devontae Adams is fine, they're probably going to get 3 touchdowns from Stafford. I don't know that you're going to get that from Goff. I think that the Rams-Seahawks game is also going to be very high scoring.
I don't think that game's going to be high scoring at all. I think it's low scoring. And I'm not just saying that because I bet Matt Stafford's under in yards. I'm not trying to be too biased here. There's a reason I bet the under in Matt Stafford's yards, right? Thoughts on also division game, the Lions and Eagles is not a division game. Thoughts on Remember the Titans and who's the sunshine of the group of the hosts? What do you got, Story?
Remember the Titans is awesome. It's a great film. You got Will Patton there. You got Denzel Washington. You got a very young kid from Sons of Anarchy. I can't remember his name, but he's in that. He's in The Walking Dead. Yeah, great movie. No complaints at all.
Sunshine? Who's the sunshine of the hosts?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's Chaz.
Yeah?
I love Chaz.
He's a good-looking guy. You know what's a good show? Friday Night Lights.
That's what you always tell me, man.
Yeah.
We got Breaking Bad's best show ever. Mark says Breaking Bad's my favorite show of all time.
Breaking Bad.
How long? And then Jason, how long this stream going on? Just finished my nightcap and cig, trying to jerk off. Jesus Christ. No, he's trying to jerk off, Jesus Christ. You're not trying to jerk off Jesus Christ because that'd be a little weird. Although either one works, right? Like that, it'd be fun to do it. Like he's a virgin, probably, right?
Yeah, fat chicks need loving too, but they gotta pay.
Jay, Breaking Bad, yes. No, Breaking Bad is the GOAT. Go watch that mess now. Better Call Saul was great too. If you like Breaking Bad, yeah, I was a little disappointed with Better Call Saul. It was great.
I like that actor.
A lot of people said that. Yeah, a lot of people said that it was as good as Breaking Bad, which is not. It does make Breaking Bad better though, if that makes sense. Where it's like I actually rewatched it. I rewatched Breaking Bad again, and I watched Better Call Saul for the first time at the same time, and I watched them chronologically. And I watched like 3 episodes of Breaking Bad, then I watched 3 of Better Call Saul, and I finished them at the same time. Pretty nice exercise. So if you haven't done that, if you're a big fan.
Do they take place simultaneously?
No, but essentially it's a prequel to Breaking Bad, but the ending is almost in the future. So the last like 4 episodes of the show take place after Breaking Bad. So the whole show is a prequel to Breaking Bad, but then like the last 4, they changed to black and white, which is awesome. And it's essentially the end of Breaking Bad, if that makes sense. Without, I'm not going to give away anything because you haven't seen it, but it's just really smart. It's just greatly done. Montgomery isn't going anywhere this week, y'all. I would feel really good about starting Montgomery just because that rush defense is elite in Philadelphia. Mac is beat to shit. Mac is beat to shit right now, dude. What a warrior Mac Jones is. Let me give Mac Jones a round of fucking applause, dude. Playing through that knee injury and that calf injury.
Not many dudes could do it. He is a warrior.
You think he's gonna get a big contract from someone else?
He'll get a bag, but he won't get a huge contract. He'll get a 2-year somewhere.
Like, not a Justin Fields contract though, right? Like,
no, he'll get a Darnold to the Seahawks kind of contract.
Yeah. All right, we're almost done here. Respect if you're trying to goat off. One of the issues is that Breaking Bad, I was on cable shows like Sopranos were on HBO, so limits everything. We're pushed further. You can stream them all right now. All right, I'll do a couple more minutes. Sorry if you got to get off.
Yeah,
I'm 2 away from one more chug, so I would like to do one more chug. I have it right here. Otherwise, I'm drinking anyway. But that's almost 2.5. It's probably your longest stream you ever been on, Story. 2 hours and almost 40 minutes.
Oh wow!
Usually
you're creeping up there.
Well, that's nothing for me, though, Story. You know, I've been on here 4 hours solo. So.
Well, I better show off the guns for the stream because I know that somebody brought it up.
Wally will just be fucking rock hard, bro.
Yeah.
What a wild stream, man. What a wild stream this was. We had a lot of movie talk. I had some controversial shit I said.
A lot of winding paths, some Jameis Winston talk. We'll reconvene. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Good luck. We'll see you back.
Love it. I'll answer a few more. Story, appreciate you as always. You're the GOAT, Story. You really are the GOAT. You and Ray, without you guys, this channel would be nothing, honestly. It'd just be me rambling.
Ray's an Iron Man.
He is an Iron Man.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you soon. Peace. What a guy. Mike Storey, yeah, that's his longest time being on here. You know, it is long for most people. Like when you're not used to when you set the bar at 3 or 4 hours, 2:37 just breezes by. And it does breeze by. I'm sure it does for you watching. Because we don't just talk football. We like talking a lot of football. We'll answer every one of your questions. We have answered every one of your questions. I am caught up now. So here we go. And Mark gets it to us. GT and Mark gets us the goal. I think because we had a Patreon member from Max, Max membership there. Max gets the Max with the Professional Fanatic tier. I had a $20 holler from Max as well. And I think this is 5 different goals here. So that's a 7 chugs here. I'm still maintaining, boys. I'm still maintaining. It's rough. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and not know what day it is. I do that often here. That's all part of the fun, right? I'm still fucking hanging in there. Thanks, Robin Story, for another banger. GT, Rob Jex. Rob Jex, you got to get your ass in the Discord. Please, 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 please do it. All this chat, all these fine people, Story, Ray, all the hosts, but also the people in the chat. 24/7 on these start sit questions, trade questions, also just good people, good entertainment. Link in the description. Go to the website too, professionalfanatics.com, and all the details there. It's $2 to get in the Discord a month. Or if you want some more perks, you want access to my early bets. Gentlemen, we are on a fucking heater. We're on a heater. We're heating. We're heating. Here it is. Here's the NFL right now, gentlemen. 49-26 on prop bets. These are not minus 140 bets or minus 200. These are all minus 110. The worst I'll do is minus 120 for the odds. They're all even odds prop bets. We are crushing right now. 4-year track record. Also had a great start in the NBA before I had a 0-for-5 stretch. I think we're 28-11 in the NBA to start. So we have that going too. That'll be coming. Once football's over, we'll get back to NBA. I'll have an NBA guy on as well. We'll be getting 2 or 3 prop bets tonight. We do well on that as well. But, NFL is my shit, and I wanted to concentrate on this. And since I did that, we're like 14-4 in the NFL since I stopped doing NBA. So, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, dude, definitely do it. If you just want to do the $2 tier, bro, get in the Discord. If you want more stuff, you want free merchandise. If you want to play fantasy leagues with us, we're going to do an NFL fantasy playoff league. I'll do a couple of them if we have enough people. It's like probably $100 buy-in. Once we get this show really rolling, I'm going to be paying for one person's entry in every fantasy league we do. Once I can actually afford that with the show, because right now I'm doing this 7 nights a week. This is my job. trying to keep the show going, and I'm not giving up. I don't care. Even if I have a night where I make $0, I do it for 3 hours. I don't give a shit. Y'all know who I am. Definitely you, Mark. Shout out Mark, Blake, all the people here that have just been supporting me like crazy. And you're all getting your hats here next week. So I got all your addresses. I'll be mailing them out. Smitty says Ramondre is a fantasy destroyer. Yeah, and you know what? Mike Vrabel loves them. And I have to chug this beer here real quick. So just so you guys know, it's not quite 100% full, but you know I ain't fucking fooling around. I have a giant lemon in there too. It's about probably 10 ounces, but you know I've had enough already. So gotta eat some food too. Nice picks tonight, by the way, baby. Let's go, Jay. Let's go, man. 2-0 tonight. Justin Fields, 32 yards. That was cakewalk. And Stephon Diggs looked a little rough. 3 catches, 16 yards in the first half. His number was 52.5. Guy had 100 yards receiving. So we're not only winning these bets, we're crushing these bets. And I just love it. I love it. Yeah, Justin Fields is ass, dude. I don't care. I am 6-1 on Justin Fields prop bets this year. All rushing totals. So I be ass. Now the worry is he gets benched. That's why his yards are so low, because it's the idea that second half he might get benched. And I'm taking advantage of that shit because I think 32 yards he can get in the first half most of these games. I'm going to probably bet it next week too. I don't give a shit. He hasn't even run enough yet this year. Give up JMO for AJ Brown, right? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Still okay if I add DJ Moore. Now we're talking. I don't know if I want to do that. Titan, if it's a 10-team league, I would do JMO and DJ Moore for AJ Brown. 12-team league, I wouldn't do that. Here you go. That one was slow for me. I did not go down well. Hey, man. It's all for the fundraiser, baby. Having a great time. All right, any last questions? I will answer, and then I got to get the fuck out of here and walk my dog and eat some food. Well, Smitty, it's not Fields. Fields is bad. The options there are not good either. Like Tyrod Taylor is not good. He's more of a professional quarterback. The offense sucks. The coaching sucks. The offensive line sucks. The scheme sucks. Everything sucks. The team is done for this year. We saw they just traded everyone away. So I'm not too worried. Like it is what it is at this point. So Breece Hall is still a must start in my better days ahead too. So Eagles or Lions this Sunday. Who you taking? I'm taking the Lions, baby. Give me the Lions. Oh, 10-team, you're good. In 10-team, I want A.J. Brown. I want the best player in the trade. You're talking about wide receiver 3s in JMO and DJ Moore, barely. So give me A.J. Brown for a second-half resurgence. Thank you, Mark, for always being in here, helping me with the chat and kicking out some of these trolls that are just assholes. And again, you know, I'm fine with some trolls. If they want to come at me for bad takes, I will defend myself. I also just have conversations with them. If they're just going to say dumb shit, just say dumb shit. Probably get out of here. You know what I mean? I want positivity and respect in this chat and in this community. I don't always do it. I'm guilty of it. I said some dumb shit tonight, but like, you know what's going to happen? I don't try to attack an individual ever. I will attack maybe a group of people, not to say those words, but I'm just trying to keep it positive around here, boys. We already said it. It's Lions, London. All right. That's it for me. That is getting it for me. I'll wait for a couple more questions, and then I got to roll. I got to roll.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
What else we got in here? Ooh, I love this one.
Peter, you're more excited than Adrian Peterson at an arboretum.
Daddy, what kind of tree is that?
Man, I want to beat you with so many things around here.
Sutton and Javonte Williams for McCaffrey. Do that trade right now, bro. Cortland Sutton's barely a wide receiver 2 right now. And Javonte, you got all that value out of him. Do that one right now. So that's for sure. All right, gentlemen, that's it for me. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Awesome. Thank you for everyone that donated in super chats. Thank you, Max, if you're still in here, and Ray is still in here. Thank you for Ray also gave me a super chat. You don't have to do that, buddy. Appreciate you. Thanks for the stream, Jobin. I love that. Later, Jobin. What is that? I don't know why I said that. Fucking love that movie. Everyone that said super chats, appreciate you. Max for the $22 a month. He's a professional fanatic now for life. He's in there, and we're going to, keep on building this community, man, because you guys are the shit, and we're going 7 nights a week forever, hopefully. Maybe not 7 forever, but in football season, 7 nights a week forever. Let's go start at Henderson tonight. How do you think his snap percentage will be when Stevenson comes back? 60%. I think 60% is a nice baseline there, Logan. I don't think it's going to be 8. It's not going to be like it was tonight. That's for sure. I don't know the numbers. I didn't see it. I'm guessing he played about 82% of the snaps from what I saw. So they love Stevenson there, and the worry isn't about the snap count. The worry is goal line carries, right? And if he's not getting goal line carries, he's going to be relegated to like a top 20 play, which is fine. Better than what it had been, but it's not going to be what it has been, if that makes sense. All right, love you guys. Appreciate everyone. Big Ray. Tomorrow night, Big Ray, possibly Mike Levelstein, little three-way action. And it'd be about 10. We'll do 10:30 or 11 p.m. Central. It'll be a later one. I'll put it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, check out professionalfanatics.com. Get in the Discord. You got to sign up for the Patreon. It's in the description. 11 p.m. probably tomorrow, maybe 10:30. I don't know yet. We'll see what's going on with me tomorrow night. Big Ray will be joining us. Meet Sweats. We're going to have a great fucking time. Chug some beers, talk some ball. Love y'all. Stay positive. Love your life and respect each other. I'm out.